First National Bank, Next Tech Wireless, H&R Block, The Medicine Shop, Pools Plus, Anchor In and Anchor Away, and these Sportscaster Club members. Lowen Corporation, Burning Chiropractic Center, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Green Vision Group, Barclay Plumbing, Mega Manufacturing. Now let's head to the broadcast booth for the Blue Dragons game. Here's the Eagle Sports crew with all the action of the game on the Hutch Community College Blue Dragons Sports Network.
Hi, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Goodland, Kansas, and welcome to the Max. We're in the Max. That would be the Max Jones Fieldhouse here in Goodland as Hutchison gets set to take on Northwest Kansas Tech. I'm Glenn Grunwald, joined by my partner in crime tonight. That would be Steve Carpenter, Sports Information Director par excellence with Hutchinson Community College, one of the best around, folks, as we get to do battle. And these two teams, you could have said until the other night, they were heading in different directions. Hutch with a nice win, held on to get a nice win, a one-point win, and avoided a last-second opportunity for Seward, 68-67 the other night. But then Northwest Kansas Tech gets their first league win with a overtime win over Dodge City right here. So that was 106-103. So they're capable of putting up some big points in this house, albeit two different opponents right there. We'll see what happens there. They played this tough at home.
They really did. 88-79 the final in the sports arena. They shot right at 48%, which was one of their four highest shot percentages of the year for Northwest Tech in that game. And it was a tight game until the very end. That really was kind of the first game where you can think of the Cali game. That's a different breed, but where the Dragons kind of had their January woes. You could see some kinks in the armor during that game, but they managed to win. For me, the Blue Dragons tonight, Glenn, I want to see how they respond. They finally had a late game situation go their way. Josh Baker hit a three-pointer to put the Dragons up by one with 1:19 left. They withstood a couple of Seward County chances. Josh Baker makes the defensive play of the game, where it looked like Seward County had a wide open layup. He dives and knocks the ball out of bounds with 0.3 of a second left. So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond from that. DJ Mitchell in the press conference on Monday alluded to it, thinking saying we just have to focus for 40 minutes. We haven't done it in January. He thinks they're ready to go. It'll be interesting to see just how ready they are.
Also, if you look, we got the ride home tonight. They got out here, so it's a long ways. When you tell those guys it's 4.5 hours, they just roll their eyes back in their head. But now I look at it, you got the ride home tonight afterwards. They won't know the difference. They'll be asleep. But then you only have two more road trips, one to Dodge and one to Barton. And you do have a bunch of games coming up with Garden City coming up on Saturday afternoon. You turn right around and play Pratt at home on Monday, and then we take the trip a week from tonight to Dodge City. And then after that, guess what? You only have 2 games left before you get set for Region 6. And it's pretty apparent right now with Hutchison having those 6 losses that the attitude is, okay, we're going to have to win Region to probably get in the national tournament. But they can get on a roll, as many other teams can be. The first step, though, is to put two games together. The win at Seward, right off that momentum, you have a big outing here today. And I'm just anxious to see how the guys are. I haven't talked to Saquon Singleton. He was really hurting the other day after the ball game, after the Barton game with his hip pointer. He played well the other night, but you could tell it wasn't Saquon. You know what I'm talking about? And see how he responds, how the treatment took place this week as well.
Yeah, he wasn't moving good. Josh Baker's a little bit slowed. The whole team is. They're beat
DJ's
up
got
right
some
now.
shin splints. If you've ever had shin splints, which means you have to run, I did at one time, a long time ago, had shin splints.
30 years ago.
More than that. Anyway,
I'm talking about for me.
Those really hurt. They really hurt, and you've got to just play through that pain. So we'll see what's going to happen there. But Northwest Kansas Tech, good coach in Nathan Padilla. He is outstanding, and his team has struggled this year. They're only 3-18 overall, and 1-13. So, but you never know what's going to happen. Hutchison with that big H on their chest, everybody goes after Hutch. We'll see what happens.
They sure do. No, offense hasn't been the problem from Northwest Tech. Defense has. They're giving up 89.1 points per game, almost 47% field goal shooting, 37% from the line, and they're not a very good rebounding team either, giving up almost 42 boards per game. So the Blue Dragons have their work cut out for them, but very capable. And like you said, this region is wide open this year. East-West, a lot of teams could win it, and there's no reason the Blue Dragons can't. You get onto a late-season roll, and look out.
Blue Dragons on radio with Again, KHUT in Hutchison, Hutchison's Country Station, as well as KWBW in Hutchison, and as well online with BlueDragonSports.com, which you can go to the stream right now. Just simply go to the BlueDragonSports.com, look over under the media, and it'll take you right down. Or you can go to the schedule and get it that way as well. You might as well be watching it as the outstanding crystal clear television, basically, is going on right now.
As long as the internet's working.
As long as the internet's working, it's fine. We're going to take a timeout as they'll do. I think they're going to do national anthem. We'll double check here in a second, but they're getting set. They might have only done it during the girls' game, so let's hold on here just a second and see what they plan to do. And I believe they will do the national anthem. Excuse me. I'm thinking of the.
You're thinking of March.
I'm thinking of the Chiefs today with the World Championship celebration they had up in Kansas City. So they will do the national anthem, and we will take a timeout when they do that, a 2-minute timeout. And Brandon Garcia back on the board can operate that for us. We'd appreciate it. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Superstores. With the inclement weather and everyday life, if you're ever in need of a body shop, we have a great one. Also, we work on all makes and models of cars, and with most insurance companies. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. We do all repairs from the small dents and scratches to roof replacements and more. So come out and see us or send a tow truck to 1100 East 30th, north side of the building. Call at 620-662-6631. Visit us online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use First Pay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchison, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Welcome back to Goodland, Kansas, Max Jones Fieldhouse for the matchup between the Blue Dragons and the Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech. With your starting lineups, here's my good friend Steve Carpenter.
Nathan Padilla for Northwest Tech will start a 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. Ian Hardy is a 6'5 freshman out of Little Bird, Georgia, averaging 13 points per game. He had 9 points in the first meeting, coming off a 17-point game against Dodge City on Saturday. C.J. Rosser is a 6'2 sophomore guard out of Lynchburg, Virginia. He's at 9.4 points per game, 31% three-point shooter. He had 17 against the Blue Dragons the first game, 13 against Dodge City. He also had 4 3-pointers against the Blue Dragons. Peerless Brown comes off a huge game on Saturday night, 22 points, hitting 5 of 7 from three-point range. He's a 6'4 freshman guard from Statesboro, Georgia, 12.8 points per game. Reese Warren is a 6'3 sophomore forward from Colorado Springs. He's at 12.4 points per game. And Garrett Richardson gets the start, a 6'8 freshman forward out of Sacramento, 4.7 points per game. Their leading scorer, Brian Phillips, at 13.4 points per game, has missed the last 4 games. And I did not see him in warm-ups, but they also wore the red top, so you couldn't see the numbers. For the Blue Dragons, 17-6 overall, 8-6 for Steve Eck. Saquon Singleton out of the Bronx, averaging 12.4 points per game, is one of the guards. DJ Mitchell, who's now in the top 10 in all-time three-point shooting in Blue Dragon history. He gets the start, 13.4 points per game. Tyler Brown out of Derby, Kansas, a 6'1 sophomore. He's averaging 13.3 points per game. Josh Baker out of Tempe, Arizona, a 6'4 freshman guard, 14.3 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. He comes off a 19-point game against Seward County where he hit the game-winning shot. And Fred Othiambo, the 7-footer out of Nairobi, Kenya, averaging 3.2 points per game. The Dragons at 88.6 points offensively, 74.8 points defensively. Northwest Tech, 76.5 points offensively, 89.1 points defensively, Glenn.
Yeah, it should be by those numbers. Hutchinson should come out of here with about a 10-point win, but sometimes home court advantage is worth about 10 points. I'm not sure it always fares that well. Probably not this year for the Mavericks, as they've lost a bunch at home as well. So we'll jump center. Big Fred's going to go up against Richardson. Garrett Richardson for the Mavericks. Mavericks on all white uniforms, red numerals. Blue Dragons in all blue with white numerals. We're about set to get underway. As there's the opening tip, it's controlled by DJ Mitchell. He covers up and goes to the right side to Singleton. Hutchinson will set up the offense. They'll swing it on the outer perimeter. Baker looked at it, back outside it. We're in to the right side. Zone defense being put up by the Mavericks. To the right side, DJ Mitchell drives to the baseline, kicks it underneath. Saquon Singleton, up and no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out there by Brown. Hutch had a good look underneath, but Saquon was not able to get it up and down. So no score as of yet. Just underway. The Mavericks with their first possession. Northwest Kansas Tech left side. Baseline, will work it inside us. Richardson goes up strong and scores it.
Garrett Richardson at 6'8", just basically overpowered Fred Othiambo, put the shoulder down, drove in to score.
2-0 ball game just underway. So glad to have you along this evening. From Goodland, Kansas, and far western Kansas, a drive by Saquon Singleton, up and good. Saquon with his patented baseline move right there, puts it in off the glass. We're tied at 2 apiece.
When Saquon's feeling good, he has good body control on that drive. That time he did. He kind of drew the contact, shielded the ball, and kissed it off the glass.
They'll kick it right side again to Richardson, guarded by Big Fred Othiambo. Hutchison in a man-to-man. There's a drive by Hardy. Pulls up, dishes it out on the outer perimeter. Fearless Brown with the basketball. He'll hand it off again to Rosser. He'll shoot the three and hit it. C.J. Rosser from Lynchburg, Virginia with the tray, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game right now. Mavericks with the early lead.
Just his 11th
5-3. 5-2, excuse me. Mavericks on top. There's the three ball by Brown. Does not go, and rebounding underneath was Ian Hardy to come up with the basketball, and the Mavericks to bring it up and set it up. Ball on the outside left. With the basketballs, Reese Warren. Back out top of the key. They go to Rosser again. He'll gun it again and hit it again. Another three. Back-to-back trays by C.J. Rosser.
I'm going to say, he's been in and out of the lineup. He had 4 3-pointers against the Blue Dragons in the first game. Those 2 threes, just his 11th and 12th of the year.
Yeah, I was going to say, only he shot 10 coming into the ball game, or hit 10. There's a missed shot, and rebound by Richardson. Big body Richardson will give it off quickly, and up the court comes Brown. Left side, Warren will shoot it on its way. No good. Reese Warren with the miss. Hutch with the rebound. Saquon Singleton gives it back to DJ Mitchell. To the left side to Brown. Hutchison around the horn. To the right side, Baker from the corner right. Shoots and hits. Baker is solid. He's really starting to stroke it. And playing very, very well. Knocks that one down from the deep corner right.
Shooting a league high 54% from 3. That was his 60th tray of the year. Dragons trail 8-5.
8-5's your score. Hutchison behind right now early on. 17-17 to go in this first half of play. Great save by Tyler Brown. Hutchison on the run. Feed inside Othiambo, and a reach-in foul call. It'll send Big Fred to the line. On the reach-in.
On the defensive end, Josh Baker got the block shot. It was going out of bounds. Great hustle by Tyler Brown to save it into the hands of Baker. And on the other end, Fred Othiambo is going to get a pair of fouls after the first foul on Peerless Brown for the Mavericks.
Fred played well against Barton. He also played well the other night against Seward in early minutes. And a nice matchup. Once he gets a big man in there, he's able to match up pretty well. Free throws up and good by Fred Othiambo to give Hutch a point on the board. Hutch down by 2 now, 8-6.
Fred, a 46% free throw shooter.
Nairobi, Kenya, by way of California. Let's shoot this one.
Didn't score the first game against Northwest Tech, coming off 2.4 rebound performance against Seward County.
Both free throws up and good. None of them net on the second one. So 8-7 now. The lead is 1 for the Mavericks.
Dragons on a 5-0 run.
Clarence King in the ball game. He played well the other night. Career high of 14 points against Seward. They'll drive it outside and shoot it up and miss it. Lefty doesn't get it, and the rebound's going to be cleared out off the miss by Hardy. And here comes Hutch. Saquon Singleton to Baker outside. Kicks it to Singleton. He'll go in high and gives it off to DJ Mitchell all the way through. They'll kick it out to King. Back to Baker. Ball over to King. He dishes off to Mitchell. Mitchell wants to bounce inside, goes inside and scores it. Nice job by DJ Mitchell. Pretty nice little bounce on the inside there.
It's a 7-0 Dragon run. They have the lead at 9-8.
Well, Hutchison leading by 1 as 16:22 to go in this first half of play. Down the low blocks, loose basketball picked up by Hutchison. Down hard on the floor is Saquon Singleton. He might have hit that hip again as he is holding in his right side, and they stoppage a play right there so the trainer staff can come out and talk to Saquon, and he might have hit right on that hip pointer, Steve.
He did. I think he kind of got stepped on a foot where he fell down and dropped right on that hip. And it was friendly fire. I think Fred Othiamba was on top of his foot when he tried to break away.
Yeah, he's holding his right knee also, but he was reaching for his hip when he was on the floor. Let's see if he's going to be okay or not.
And obviously they'll have to come out because the training staff came onto the floor to attend him.
Yep, he's limping severely right there. Could be that right knee, could be the right hip. I'm speculating. 9-8 right now. Hutchison with the lead by 1. And let's see who Coach goes with. And Tyler Brown will be in there. King will be in there along with Baker, Mitchell, and Othiambo. So we'll see what happens with Saquon.
This also kind of changes around Steve Eck's substitution patterns with Saquon out.
Drive down low, foul underneath. Should be Tyler Brown going to the line to shoot the free throws.
I think Big Fred will. He dumped it off to Big Fred.
You're right. You're correct.
And it's going to be, I believe, the second foul on Peerless Brown, and that's
Brown
huge.
Will pick up his second. You are so correct. Looking over at Saquon, he is hurting with that hip on his right hip and is laying down on the chairs over there. Free throws up and missing by Othiambo.
Brown comes out and checking in for the first time is Keyshawn Kennedy out of the Bronx, a 6'5 freshman, averaging right at 6 points per contest for the Mavericks. One more for Big Fred.
Free throws up and good on the second one. Missed the first one. So Kennedy will give it off to Hardy, and Hardy will work against Clarence King in the backcourt. Gets it across. Now let's set up the offense. Ball out front now to Kennedy. Out of the Bronx, New York. Averages 5.9 a game. Over to Warren. Hutch jumps out to defend. On-the-ball defense, always good for the Blue Dragons. Corner right, Reese will shoot it on the side. That's Warren, Reese Warren, with the three-pointer from outside, and he drains it, and it's 11-10 now. Mavericks back on top by 1.
His 37th three of the year. 3 3-pointers in the early going. Tech's 3 for 5 from 3.
Brown with a little heat check from the outside. He misses it, rims around, and comes out on him. No good. Up comes the Mavericks. Kennedy, I hand it off to Warren. Back out top now to Hardy. Hardy out of Lilburn, Georgia. Drives in, lefty puts it up and scores it. Ian Hardy with a basket.
Now 5 in a row for the Mavericks. They lead by 3.
15:06 to go in this first half of play. Hutchison versus Northwest Kansas Tech. We're out in Goodland. Underneath too far. King gets it inside to Othiambo. Spins in the lane. Needs to get out of there. Now he does. Here's Baker. Baker kicks it right. King has a look. Head fakes. Goes to the rack, though. Can't get it done, but it draws the foul. Nice job on the inside there. It's Clarence King. The other night he hit a couple threes, but he really not set to shoot those three-pointers because he will go to the line right here. A nice drive to the basket.
Laronte Moore-Mont, a 6'9 freshman out of Bloomington, Minnesota, picks up the foul. Third foul committed by the Mavericks.
Free throws up and missing by King. As he grimaces a bit, he'll shoot a second one.
He had some big free throws down the stretch against Seward County and against Barton to get that game to overtime in the sports arena. We had a big night against Seward County on Saturday, like you said, a career high 14.
Free throw tosses up and good. Got the second one down. Hutchison pulls within 2 of the Mavericks. 13-11 early score. Mavericks on top of Hutchison.
Game of runs so far.
Hardy on the outside. Lobs it away into the hands of Rosser, who's hot from outside, but has not shot for a few minutes. There's a drive on the left side by Hardy. He goes up and doesn't get the roll, but a foul's going to be called. I think they might have caught Clarence King again. Possibly.
Indeed it was.
That'll be his first.
Team's first.
Hardy will be at the line to shoot the free throws. He's a 63% free throw shooter.
Jayhawk West and Jaden O'Cone sets to check in.
Free throw toss up and missing by Hardy. He will shoot another one. Trying to give his Mavericks a 3-point lead if he can. Queth takes a spot in the low blocks. But Jayhawk Queth.
Northwest Tech 3 out of 6 from 3 in the early going. It was 3-point shooting in the sports arena that really made life miserable for Hutch.
Yeah.
Northwest Tech hit 9 threes in that first meeting.
Coach talked about that on Dragon Talk. Missed free throw, both of them missing for Hardy. Hutch gets a break there. Only down by 2 now, 13-11 with 14:25 to go in this first half of play. Hardly anybody in attendance, a few more than was in the girls' game. If you're watching on the stream, you can see the open seats over in the far side bleachers. Ball in and out of O'Cone's hands. Back outside, Brown. He'll shoot the 3 and hit it. Tyler Brown from outside.
Tyler with his 42nd 3 of the year. Josh Baker drew the defense to him. Nice easy kick out to Tyler for a wide open 3. Dragons lead 14-13.
Plenty of room to get his feet underneath him, and Hutch is up by 1 again. The drive inside, ball stripped away, and coming up with it will be Northwest Kansas Tech, and he'll just swing it up and put it up and in. Robinson, right place, right time right there for the basket.
You said it, right place, right time. Josh Baker got the swipe, and nobody for the Hutchinson could control the ball.
Pass inside O'Cone, wide open underneath Queth, but he dribbles through it, goes back outside of Brown. He'll shoot up another one to hit the support when it came out the flange, and it hits the support is out of bounds, so it'll go over 2. Again, the Mavericks.
Blue Dragons now 2 out of 6 from 3. Hutchinson shoots the 3. They are a very tough team. When they don't, they're a little bit one-dimensional.
They become pretty average then. Kennedy with the basketball on the outside. Hardy. Ball turned over, though. Here comes Hutch on the steal. Mitchell to the rack in the N1. Count it. Mitchell took it in strong and soared through the air and got the basket plus the N1 as the foul was committed by the Mavericks.
Ian Hardy the foul. DJ recognized he had an angle on Hardy to the hoop, so he hesitated and then hit the accelerator. Blew right by Hardy and gets a chance at the and 1.
Out of Washington, D.C., free throw toss is up and good, and DJ Mitchell now with 5 points of the 17 that Hutchison has and a 2-point lead as well. DJ from a town that a lot of things were going on today with the acquittal of Donald Trump up in Washington, D.C. Ball on the outer perimeter. Ball outside, Robinson, Joshua Robinson. To the top, they go down to Rosser. Rosser will shoot it up on his way. No good. High for the rebound, though, and shot up and rattling out on a miss by Robinson. Putback is good. And coming up with the big basket down there was Moreland.
2 offensive rebounds given up, and that cost the Dragons the lead. Been 3 lead changes in this one so far, the first 8 minutes.
Did a great job against the Saints. There's a drive to the basket by Brown, and he scores it. 5 points for Brown, and back on top, Hutchison, 19-17. Hutch really did a good job. Only gave up 6 offensive boards against the Saints, where they had really had trouble with that in the past. There's a drive to the basket, and O'Cone's going to get called for the personal foul. O'Cone picks up the personal as he banged in, and it will be not in the act of shooting, so inbounding will be Robinson.
No. Saquon Singleton returns to the lineup still with a limp, but he's gotten the clearance to go. He'll replace Jaden O'Cone, who picks up the foul. Non-shooting foul. And Northwest Tech inbound.
Yeah, they'll take it in. Hardy gets called for the travel call, however. He turns the ball over.
Turnover number 3 on the Mavericks. Hutchinson yet to turn it over in this one at the 12:15 mark, leading 19-17.
Seward on top of Garden City right at the end of the first half of play, 43-28 right now. And second half of play, Pratt leads Barton, 46-39. There's a basket up and in by Hutchinson.
DJ Mitchell just got the ball near midcourt and put his head down and went all the way past 2 defenders. Mitchell was 7, Dragons by 4.
Ball knocked away. It'll be Hutchison basketball. The turnover goes against, and that's the 4th against the Mavericks. So Hutchison with a 4-point lead and trying to take advantage of those turnovers. Baker will bring the basketball up. Hutchison trying to settle in right now to their offense. Ball outside, Mitchell. Looks to the left, goes to Baker. No, he doesn't. He holds up. I thought he was going to hand it off. Goes right side, Saquon Singleton. Here seems to be moving pretty good. There's a 3-pointer put up by Mitchell. Not there. And the rebound's cleared out of there by the Northwest Tech Mavericks. They'll bring it up quickly. Hardy back over on the right side to Rosser. He dribble penetrates. They kick it out to Robinson. He'll put up the 3. It's off the back iron. No good. Mitchell goes high for the board.
DJ's been rebounding really well, almost 8 a game the last 3 games.
Mitchell takes it, Brown takes it inside and draws the foul on Rosser. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nice job by Brown just to get that angle. You talked about the angle that Mitchell had. At that time, Brown was able to turn the corner in the lane and get by, and it looked like he got by Rosser, but Rosser clipped him a little bit. It'll be his first personal.
Now the Dragons using their team speed to beat the Mavericks down the floor. Brown hits the first. He has 6. But it's a very aggressive start for Hutchinson. They're looking to go. Any kind of opening, they're taking it all the way down from midcourt and just taking it one-on-one.
Yeah, they really are. Taking the time. Free throw toss is up and good by Brown. Tyler Brown at the free throw line, a good one. 80% free throw shooter, knocks both of those down. It's 23-17 now. Hutchison on top.
Dragons with their largest lead of 6 to this point.
Ball outside with the basketball's Kennedy to the right wing. Richardson had it for a second. Back outside now. Hardy. Hardy drives in, kicks it down. Richardson trying to come up with it. Oh, he goes down and just completely crushed Queth. It's going to be a foul called on Richardson, and Queth is hurt on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the body slam. Looked like WWE.
Richardson landed on Queth's head. Majak is to his feet, but now some concern for Majak Queth.
He comes over. He's going to have to check out as he really got hammered right on the baseline, right down to the right of where we are located at the 11-minute mark of this game. A 6-point Hutchinson lead. Hutchel, they got the foul called against Richardson.
16 foul. His first. The pass to Richardson was too low. Richardson was batting it around. It got away from him. Majak dove on the floor, and all of a sudden he's got a big dude laying on top of him.
Like he's getting squished. Matt Mayer's into the ball game though for Hutchinson. He's from Hudson on the out of New York. Hudson on the Hastings on the Hudson. That's it. I got it right.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, sure is. Ball on the outer perimeter. Brown, they're just weaving. Hutchinson weaves it again to Mitchell. Mitchell on the dribble, finds an opening, goes in and scores it. DJ has an uncanny ability to find that little seam that he can sneak through. That's his 4th basket plus a free throw. Drive to the basket, the other end, up and good. Kennedy with a nice drive. Keyshawn Kennedy out of the Bronx, New York.
Dragons left the top of the lane wide open, and Kennedy took a pass from the top of the key and drove all the way in uncontested for the score.
Gets that lead down to 6 now. 25-19. Hutch up on top. 10:15 to go in his first half. We owe you immediate timeout. Just to warn Brandon Garcia back at the Eagle Studios. The little giver up and good by Singleton, and that's only his 2nd point. Was a little short on the shot, though, but momentum carried the ball up and over the rim for 2 points for Saquon. There's a Warren drive and a foul called. Now it'll be the immediate timeout. It will be a baseline possession for the Mavericks when we return. So 1 minute timeout coming your way. 9:56 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson up by 8, 27-19, enjoying their largest lead. We'll be back in a half minute on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelia's filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelia's, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons.
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big City Chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
Now we hope Majak is okay. Remind me of a mosquito getting swatted down there by Richardson a little while ago. And we'll see if he's going to be all right being attended to. And I think he's going to be okay. He's standing up now. 27-19, a nice little surge by the Blue Dragons through this last 3 minutes of play or so. We were back and forth through the teens, but right now Hudson with an 8-point lead. Oh, stats look right, Carp.
Both teams shooting it well. Hutchinson right at 60%, 9 out of 15, 2 of 7 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Northwest Tech shooting 61.5%, 8 of 13 overall, 3 of 5 from 3, 0 of 2 from the line. The Dragons right now a -2 in rebounding. Northwest Tech has a 7-5 advantage. And turnovers right now, Northwest Tech 5, Hutchinson none.
We'll keep you up on some of the scores throughout the region right now. Seward at halftime leading Garden City 44-30. The big news would be Pratt on top of Barton 47-42 halfway through the second half of play. Here's a Pass inside, and they go up strong. Not there, but Kennedy was able to follow his own shot. And Kennedy with the 4 points now and pulls the Mavericks within 6.
Matt Mayers had his hands up to defend. He didn't block it, but he altered it, but he couldn't get his hands in it and get the rebound.
Here's Brown. Balance shot doesn't go, and Reese Warren makes the rebound right there, and he'll bring it up. He'll kick it out. Warren, left side, new face in the lineup. He'll shoot it on his way. Not there. Warren gets the rebound off the long miss. And Mavericks will set it back up with Kennedy directing traffic out front. Fred Yanni is in the ball game. He's at Cameroon. He'll take it and drive, has a head, and he's going to call for an offensive foul. He dropped that shoulder a little bit. And whenever you drop the shoulder, Steve, you're dead meat. As far as the offensive board is or drive is concerned, it'll be an offensive foul.
It's the cardinal sin of dribble penetration. Once you get that shoulder down, once that forearm comes out. Yana in the first game was held to 0 of 3 shooting. It's a 6.5 point per game scorer for the Mavericks.
Up the court comes Baker. He opened up with the 3. He's been quiet since then. Here's Singleton to Baker. He'll pop the 3 and hits it. Guess that was his cue to get it up and get it going, huh? He has 6 now.
61st 3 of the year.
30-21. Hutchison with a 9-point lead. Ball on the outer perimeter. They'll drop it down low. Richardson head fakes. Blocked by Queth, who's back in there. He's okay. And here comes Mitchell on the run. Kicks it over on the right side. Baker all the way to Singleton. He goes in, kicks it back outside. Mitchell set for a 3, and he knocks it down. Boy, did he ever have his feet set on that one. He knocked it down. Mitchell with a heck of a first half of play.
Caught it in triple threat position. DJ now with 12. He is now tied for 9th on the career 3-point list with Lamar Fowley with 107.
33-21. The lead for Hutchinson. There's a pick. And Baker goes down. They're going to say an intentional foul as Hutchison's Baker was off to the races, and they knew it, and they decided to grab Baker. Let's see who exactly fouled. They threw up very quickly Robinson's number up there, but let's double-check it. And who they're going to ascertain it is against. Kennedy picks up the personal. So that'll be his first.
So intentional foul, which means 2 free throws, plus the Blue Dragons get the ball back.
Yeah, good situation. Baker to the line to shoot the free throws.
So a chance at a 4, 5, or 6 point possession out of this whole thing.
Oh, rims out on him, no good. Baker, an excellent free throw shooter, but missed on that one. Trying to hit his 7th point now. 90% from the line. We've seen some big averages missed tonight. Free throw toss is up and good. Yes, even in the girls' game, which, by the way, the Lady Dragons, or the Blue Dragon women won 73-53 after being tied at 30 at halftime. Steve checked his blood pressure, and he decided he was okay, and we got going in the second half. Here, 34-21, Hutchinson basketball now after Baker made one of the free throws. He has 7 points total in the contest. As we come down, a jump ball is going to be called.
Travel on Clarence King. Just the first turnover for the Blue Dragons.
Really?
7 for Northwest Tech.
That's pretty good at the 8:01 mark of this first half of play. 34-21. Hutchison with the lead right now. Ball on the outside. New face in there again. Back in there's Peerless Brown. Basket does not go on the shot, but a foul called. It should send Brown to the line to shoot the free throw with 7:51 to go in his first half.
Josh Baker will commit the foul, his first. Team's 4th. Northwest Tech with 8, and his 2 free throws for Peerless Brown, a 74% free thrower.
Free throw toss up and good by Brown. His first points of the night. We'll shoot a second one. 7:51 to go in this first half of play.
Tech just a 60% free throw shooting team for the season.
Second one, up and good. Got them both.
Brown coming off that huge game with 22 points and 5 3-pointers against Dodge City. In that game, Glenn, Northwest Tech snapped a 13-game losing streak.
Ball on the outside here. It's a 11-point lead now for Hutchison as 7:38 to go. Ends down low to Queth. He'll put it up and in. Quick hands on the pass. Nice job by Queth to come up with it, and he's able to score it. That is his first point of the game.
Good feed from Josh Baker. Dragons would like to get Majot Queth going. He's only averaging 6.5 points over his last 3 games.
Yeah, he was red hot, averaging close to 27 for a few, but the book got kind of out on him, and he's had a few off regular nights. Basket up and good by Brown, and that is Peerless Brown out of Statesboro, Georgia, to put it up and in. 36-25 now. Hutch lead cut to 11.
Brown with 4. He had good body control on that jump shot.
Kick to the corner. J.J. Mitchell way off his mark. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Hardy. And up the court. They'll shoot the 3, and it comes off no good. Saquon Singleton for the Karam, and he'll bring it across the half court himself. Goes left side over to Baker. Baker guarded by Warren. Hutchison will weave it. Here's King. King out front. Moves to the right side. With a defensive back in football. Drive down low underneath. Mitchell, basket good.
DJ is having himself a first half now. 14 points for DJ. He's already got his average of 13-4.
38-25. Hutchinson lead a comfortable one with 6:21 to go in this first half of play. Here's Warren. They jump out to deny and throw the ball away. Long pass to Saquon Singleton. Showtime. He lay it up softly and puts it up and in. Nice job by Singleton. He has 6. Nice pass by DJ Mitchell.
Well, DJ said in the press conference on Monday it took focus, and DJ is clearly focused.
Yeah, he really is. Ball on the outside, Warren. Again, playing with those shin splints. That's tough to do. Here's Hardy. He'll drive in, and he travels. Nice job by Singleton to make him alter his dribble a little bit through the lane.
9th turnover for Tech. Josh Baker will check out. Tyler Brown checks in. For DJ, that is his 40th career game in double figures, his 16th this year.
He'll stay in the ball game. Had a birthday this last Sunday.
Yeah, we knew about it at 11 o'clock on the bus on the way home.
On Eastern time. He started hooting and hollering. Here's a drive to the basket. He'll go inside. Nice job by DJ Mitchell. Draws the foul. And it's going to go again. Did he get to travel? Okay, thank you. I thought he was indicating the foul over there. It will be a travel against DJ. Turnover, Hutchinson.
It was a very obscure call. I just happened to see the back official, and it was just one of these.
Those little twirls. Ball on the outside, 40-25, a 15-point Hutchinson
Not
lead.
definitive like Ed Hockley in the NFL.
Ball on the outer perimeter. Kennedy has the basketball out front. Keyshawn Kennedy. There's steal. There'll be a steal. Here comes Clarence King, and he'll stuff it home. Let go of that rim, Clarence. The timeout's going to be taken. It'll be a full timeout. It's going to be taken by head coach Nathan Padilla. And Hutchinson on top and rolling with 5:16 to go in the first half. 42-25. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bellman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Max Jones Fieldhouse in Goodland, Kansas. 42-25. Blue Dragons have blown open this last, 3-4 minutes. Karp really playing well, and that time Clarence King with the steal, and puts the stuff down, and 42-25. I wasn't sure he got to it cleanly, but he did.
Blue Dragons shooting 65%, 15 out of 23. Northwest Tech has dropped off a little bit, still shooting right at 52.5%, 10 out of 19, but 10 turnovers for Northwest Tech, and the Dragons lead in points off turnovers 13-2.
Yeah, Hudson also getting some good rebounds in there as well as we go along. 42-25, Hutchison Tech basketball. Ball on the outside, it's Rosser. In fact, basically their starting lineup. Outside Rosser shoots the 3, it won't go. Brown with the rebound for Hutchinson. T. Brown will push it up. Tyler Brown out of Wichita. Gives it off now to Mitchell. Mitchell to King. Back to Ocone, who entered into the lineup during the timeout. Here it goes to Queth. Queth starts to work on Richardson. Kicks it back outside now to DJ Mitchell. Entry pass goes down low, and a foul's going to be called on Richardson as they kind of set that one up a little bit, trying to go high-low. And Richardson with the reach-in. That'll be his second.
Yeah, it looked like DJ was calling for a ball screen, and all of a sudden, Jayhawk West sets up and posts up. And Richardson goes right over the back. He'll leave the game with 2 fouls. It'll be a 1-and-1. Northwest Tech with their 9th team foul. 1-and-1 for Jayhawk West.
Mormont will check back in. So exchange 6'5 for 6'9, that is, for 6'8. Here comes the free throw by Queth. Is up and good.
Jayhawk with 73% free throw shooter, again averaging just 6.5 points per game over his last 3. I know he's been a little bit frustrated because, like you said, Glenn, the book got out on him after that great start after the
first 4 or 5 games.
After coming back from Christmas.
Yeah, he was red hot, averaging 24 to 26 points a game. And they're pushing him out of the blocks a little bit, in the low blocks. I've noticed that. He needs to get a little bit stronger. Ball on the outside, a drive inside by Brown. He'll put it up and draws the foul, and it'll be Peerless Brown going to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against O'Cone.
That'll be his second. You talk about Jayhawk West. The Northwest Tech game at the Sports Arena on January 13th was Jayhawk's first start. He goes 28 points, 9 for 9 from the field, 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Free throws up and missing by Brown.
And that was the start of a 4-game stretch where he was right at 26 points per game. Was named National Player of the Week for that effort, but teams have really done a number on the last 3 games.
Brown will shoot the second one and hit the second one, so he's 3 for 4 and 5 points total now. And it's 43-26. Blue Dragons extend that lead even more with 4:14 to go in this first half of play. Clarence King drives in, goes left of the lane, and a foul's called. I think they got the offensive foul as he hooked a little bit, and Clarence picks up his second. Honey had a nice drive on that left side there for a second until the whistle blew.
He'll come out. Josh Baker will return. Hutchinson with 3 turnovers now. Clarence King leaves with 2 fouls. 16 foul on the Dragons here in half number 1.
Baker comes in with 7 points to his credit already.
Early on, Glenn, there were 5 lead changes and 2 ties, and the Dragons over the last 7 to 8 minutes have really taken charge.
Since the media timeout, they really have done a good job. We're sitting at 4:08 to go in this first half of play now. Hutchison 43, Mavericks 26. Ball comes out high now to Kennedy. You just tuned in. Lady Dragons winners tonight by the score of 73-53. There's a soft hook. Nice looking hook. Put up and in by Laurente Mormont. Mormont with 4 points.
Went to his right, went to his left and then spun around. Nice baby hook from the baseline.
Ball on the outside. Tyler Brown back outside. Ursery into the ball game now for Hutchison. Josh Ursery gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint. Kicks it outside. There's Brown with the ball. Lobs it back to Mitchell. 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell shifts gears. Takes it inside. Puts up a heck of a shot. But it didn't go as he left short. Mormont with the rebound.
Kind of went into no man's land. Glenn dribbled into a double team. Couldn't get enough oomph on the scoop shot. Now on the other end, Josh Ursery with a foul in the back.
Ursery will pick up the personal. It'll be his first.
And it'll be free throws as the Blue Dragons reach the 7 foul limit.
3:14 to go. First half of play. At the line will be Kennedy.
It'll be a 1-1.
He's a 56% free throw shooter, and he hits that one dead away. He'll shoot a second one.
5 points in the early going for Kennedy. Had 9 points, 2 rebounds in the first meeting against the Blue Dragons. He had 15 against Dodge City on Saturday.
In the overtime win. Free throws up and missing. Rebound cleared away by Queth. Hutchison basketball. And a 14-point lead for the Blue Dragons. Mitchell. Left side Ursery. Hutch got to move it a little bit. Here they go to Baker. Baker will weave it to Brown. Back to Mitchell. Just that 3-man weave out front. Mitchell will gun it and hit it. DJ is having a half, let me tell you. 16 points for Mitchell.
Dragons by 16.
45-29, Hutchison. 2:45 to go in the contest first half. Here's hard-nosed Kennedy, drives in, and a reach-in foul called. Well, it might be a shooting situation.
This is an unfortunate because he was actually trying to lob it up for Mormont, but the referee deemed that it was on the shot and will shoot 2. Foul on Tyler Brown.
Kennedy at the line. 2:40 to go in this first half of play. Trying to bring his Mavericks back. They're down by 16, as Steve indicated a little earlier. Deep knee bend and toss is up and good. So he is 2 out of 3 now from the foul stripe.
6 points in the game.
Listen to Blue Dragon basketball on Country 102.9 as well as KWBW in Hutchinson, Kansas. Free throws up and good for Kennedy for being a 56% free throw shooter. He's knocking them down at a 75% rate right now, 3 out of 4.
Timeout on the court taken by Tech, and an interesting substitution by Hutchinson. We'll tell you about it after the break.
45-31, Hutchison leads it with 2:40 to go in his first half of play. We'll be back in a half minute.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
45-31, Blue Dragons lead. That substitution we talked about, Big Fred Othiambo's coming in. Usually him and Jayhawk West will trade places, but Steve Eck's going to go big with the lineup as Queth and Fred are both in the lineup. Very rare we've seen this year.
The Twin Towers. Here's Mitchell. Head fakes, goes right side to Queth. Kicks it back to Mitchell and back to Brown. Brown drives, dishes underneath. Big Fred puts it up and misses it. Just trickled over the rim on the miss. And with the rebound, here comes Tech with the basketball. Peerless Brown gets it over to deep corner. Three's good from outside by Fred Yanna.
His 13th three of the year. That was a 5-point turnaround. The Dragons should have gotten a dunk on one end, give up 3 on the other. Dragons by 11.
Yep, 45-34. Hutchinson, 2:02 to go in this first half. Brown drives in. Knifes in between two players. Ball comes off, and coming up with it will be Yanna. He'll kick it to the corner right. Brown, a 3 on its way. Rims off, no good. Back in the hands, though, of a Tech player, and then a missed shot and a foul called. 2 shots coming the way of a Tech player, and I think it's going to be Hardy towing the line.
Fred Othiambo, the foul. He couldn't complete the rebound. He had it in his hands, couldn't finish it, and then commenced the foul. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Hardy and a chance for this thing to get a little tighter.
Free throw toss up and short, no good. Hardy has missed 3 in a row.
Big Fred comes out. Saquon Singleton in.
Saquon went out earlier with that hip injury, again bothering him a little bit. Was really in extreme pain, and that was able to walk it off a little bit. He's back in there.
Jayhawk West returned to the game after an injury as well.
Free throw toss is up and good. So finally, Hardy makes 1 of 4. He has 3 points. The lead is cut to 10 at 45-35 with 1:44 to go.
Token half-court pressure coming on by Northwest Tech.
Underneath, wide open. Queth, he'll put it up and in.
Dragons showed patience breaking that trap. Saquon Singleton split the trap, got it to Brown, who dumped it underneath to Majak for the flush.
1:26 to go in this first half of play. Down low to Mormat on the low blocks. He'll bang inside with Queth, and a basket's up and good. They'll count it. Queth gets called for the foul. So 6 points now for Mormat. Queth with his first personal.
Northwest Tech has some girth with their bigs. Morman at 6'9", he's at about 230 pounds. Right, a couple different times tonight, the Northwest Tech bigs have just kind of pushed around Hutch.
Coach talking to Queth. Coach Eck talking to Queth for a second. Free throws, a 3-point play is up and finished by Mormat. And all of a sudden it is 47-38. The lead cut a little bit. Here's Brown, wide open 3. Tyler Brown rings the bell from outside. Nice shot by Tyler Brown, his second of the game. And again, his 43rd of the season.
He's into double figures with 10. Dragons have broken the press easily twice and come away with 5 points.
Yeah, 12-point lead now for Hutchison. Hardy thought he might have traveled, but he got away with it to drive down low. Shot up, missing. Marmouth with the rebound underneath. He puts it up and in. All of a sudden, he's came to life. 9 points for him off the bench in the first half of play. And that lead is cut to 10 now, 50-40.
Queth went up for the block and took himself out of rebounding position, and nobody else for the Dragons went and got it. Gave up another second chance opportunity.
Singleton drives down low blocks, holds up, kicks it back. Queth open, finds a seam, goes right side, kicks it back to Singleton. Here's Baker, 3-pointer from the left side, rims off, no good. And with the rebound will be the Tech Mavericks. Northwest Kansas Tech will bring it up. Hardy will set it up.
Dark.
Yep. 13 seconds to go. They're going to play for 1 here, down by 10. They'll cross over left side. They'll kick it inside. Hardy puts it up, misses it. Rebound, fought for. Hutchison comes up with it. Saquon Singleton, half-court heave off the top half of the rim. And Northwest Tech pulled it within 10 at least at interference. 50-40. The score, Hutchison again with the lead at halftime. We will take a 2-minute timeout, add up on the numbers, get set for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule. 50-40, Hutchison on top by 10. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Because you've always wanted a hot tub, Pools Plus and American Whirlpool have made it easy. Join us at the Wichita Home Show, February 6th through the 9th. Pools Plus offers hot tubs in many shapes and sizes. From smaller models up to large swim spas, you are sure to find a hot tub that fits into your life. Come check out the savings at the Wichita Home Show at Century 2, February 6th through the 9th. Same great deals going on in store at Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Well, the Blue Dragons with a 10-point lead of 50-40 over the Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech at intermission. Hutchinson shooting 60% out of 18 out of 30, 4 for 5 for 13 for 38%, and 9 out of 13 free throws. Northwest Kansas Tech not shooting bad, Carp. They are 14 out of 27 for 51.9%. And good effort right there for the Blue Dragons. What's the individual numbers look like?
Now for the Blue Dragons, they are led by the hot start of one DJ Mitchell. 7 out of 11 from the field, hitting a three-pointer. And again, that three-pointer moved him into a tie for 9th place with Lamar Fowley with 107 three-pointers. DJ also with 4 rebounds and an assist. He leads the Dragons at halftime. Tyler Brown with 10 points and a couple of three-pointers. They're the only 2 in double figures for Hutchinson. Josh Baker with a couple of threes. He has 7 points and a couple of assists so far in this one. Saquon Singleton, who was injured early, returned. He has 6 points, a couple of assists, and 3 rebounds. Jayhawk West with 5 points. And then Fredo Thiambo and Clarence King with 3 points each. Again, the Dragons 18 out of 30 from the field, 5 of 13 from three-point range, and 9 of 13 from the field. 60% shooting. They're being out-rebounded 17-10. They've allowed 5 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
For Northwest Tech, nobody in double figures, but Laurente Mormont comes off the bench with 9 points to lead the way for the Mavericks. Keyshawn Kennedy also off the bench. He had 7. C.J. Rosser, a couple of early threes. He's got 6. Peerless Brown with 5. Fred Yana with 3. Ian Hardy with 3. Reese Warren with 3. And Joshua Robinson with 2 points. Again, Northwest Tech shooting 51%. Right now, the difference in this one, turnovers. Northwest Tech committed 10 turnovers to Hutchinson's 4. Hutchinson has a 13-5 lead in points off of turnovers. Dragons with a +4 in the paint, 24-20. But the bench right now being outscored by Northwest Tech, 21-8. And also another big number that Steve Eck won't like. Second chance points, Northwest Tech 7, Hutchinson 0.
Here at the Max Jones Fieldhouse. By the way, that is the wrap-up of the Little White Castle at 14th and Main and Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. Pharmaceuticals, yeah, that's their game. And, again, the Medicine Shop is their name. They provide flu shots if you need to get those and over-the-counter products. Also, pharmacy-grade CBD oil as well. Steve, I'm referencing the videos they put up. It's of the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. I like the Blue Angels, but I can't figure the correlation of why that's up there other than maybe the Maverick thing, maybe, you know.
Possibly.
Goose and Maverick, maybe.
Goose and Maverick,
yeah.
from Top Gun,
yes.
with new movies coming out with Top Gun.
I mean, maybe that's it.
It could be a sponsorship with the armed forces out here. You know, who knows? It's a great-looking video.
It is a good-looking video, but I just can't figure the correlation, and we are enjoying it. So we're at halftime, 50-40. Hutchison on top by 10. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back and talk about this first half of play. Take a look at some of the scores around the Jayhawk Conference when we return right after this 2-minute timeout.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Next Tech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
There's gold in them there heels, or jewelry boxes. Turn your broken or no longer worn gold and silver jewelry into cash at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. We give you an instant cash price for rings, necklaces, pendants, bracelets, and even dental gold or broken jewelry. No sense letting it collect dust in the jewelry box. Clean it out and turn it into cash. We also buy electronics, video games, firearms, tools, and more. We pay you in cash, so come see what your items are worth and leave with more of the green stuff. Find us on the web at saltcitypawn.com, call 662-0403, or stop in at 916 East 4th in Hutchinson.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Superstores. With the inclement weather and everyday life, if you're ever in need of a body shop, we have a great one. Also, we work on all makes and models of cars, and with most insurance companies. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. We do all repairs from the small dents and scratches to roof replacements and more. So come out and see us or send a tow truck to 1100 East 30th, north side of the building. Call at 620-662-6631. Visit us online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, checking the Jayhawk Conference here, it's a 10-point lead for the Blue Dragons, 50-40 over the Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech. Seward with a 58-41 lead. 12:08 to go in the second half of play over Garden City. Pratt still with a two-possession lead over Barton, 73-67 with 3:09 remaining to go in that contest. That's at the Barton Community College Gymnasium, the house on the hill over there. Colby with 100 points over Don City 60. Don City really reeling. And, again, the resignation of Steve Tucker last week as the head basketball coach, so AD stepping in to do the coaching. They're down by 40. That is a final, by the way. Also, another final, it was Butler over Cloud tonight, 78-49 in basketball action in the Jayhawk Conference on the east side as well. So Hutchison right here taking care of business, and Cali also a winner over Coffeyville at Coffeyville, leading with 1:56 to go in the second quarter. 90-85, still a chance for Coffeyville to come back on that one. We'll keep an eye on that one. So 1:56 to go, and that's on the east side, a second half score on that one. So Steve, right now, Hutchinson can take care of business with this 10-point lead. Can't give up anything to the Mavericks, but we got a big stretch coming up. As for people that need to know, it's afternoon games on Saturday, a rarity at Hutchinson Community College. It'll be at 2 and 4 o'clock. That'll be homecoming. And then we turn around on the 10th as Pratt comes in on Monday night. We will not have Dragon Talk at the Alley. It'll be a Monday night doubleheader at the Sports Arena And then we turn around, we travel out to Dodge City, and then we have Pink Out going on the 15th. Be sure and stop by the office and give a donation, pick up your Pink Out shirt, sponsored by Midwest Ford and Toyota.
Suggested donation of $10, but if you want to give more, hey, go for it.
I heard they're worth more than that.
They're great shirts. Steve Capman.
Cap designed these?
Cap had a hand in it. He did a great job with these. These are great shirts.
They don't have any purple mixed in with that?
No Vikings purple in there. They will be on sale at the game Saturday against Garden City and again on Monday night against Pratt. And again, the games on Saturday are 2 and 4 p.m. Simple move with that busy stretch you just talked about, Glenn. A couple hours this time of year is a couple of hours. Give the teams a little more time to rest up. With a 48-hour turnaround, and we're just trying to do everything that we can to give our basketball teams the best chance we can. It's a great decision. Plus, there's stuff going on in town that night that may have taken away from our crowd. So it's a great decision. And the last time we had games at 2 and 4 in the afternoon, you have to go back several years, but there were almost 5,000 people in a game against Cloud County back in the mid-2000s. And when we moved the game originally from 5:30, 7:30 to 2 and 4, it was a huge crowd. We'd love to see another one out there on Saturday.
Something very important is going on. That's the Cancer Council of Reno County having their event that night. So you're exactly right, and that all ties in together with Pink Out night. So that's a great move on your guys' part to be able to do that. And I'm referring to the administration at Hutchinson Community College athletic department to decide to do that. So that's a good thing. Right here, it's 50-40. Hutchinson on top of the Mavericks by 10 at halftime. We're just a few minutes away from the start of the second half of play. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back and chat a little bit more about this game, get our eyes on those finals. As a matter of fact, one of the games that won final was Butler, a winner over Cloud County, 78-49 in men's play tonight. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here. Hutch leads it by 10, 50-40. We'll be back right after this 2-minute break.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use First Pay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchison, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Fording Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson. Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com. Go Blue Dragons!
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
50-40 at halftime. Hutch is on top of the Mavericks, 50-40. Both teams warming up on the court in front of us. Tighten up that ball game a little bit. Pratt and Barton, 73-71 is your score with 1:36 to go. Evidently, a couple of free throws must have been made by the Cougars, and because the seconds did not move off the time clock that I have on the Jayhawk conference site. I'm looking at it on Twitter, and they're behind the conference side on that. So, anyway, that would be an interesting situation if Pratt's able to hold up.
A lot of ramifications to that game. One, with Colby already winning. If Pratt holds on, Colby's in first place by themselves. But right now, Hutchinson and Pratt are tied for third in the Jayhawk West. And if somehow Barton would come back and the Blue Dragons hold on here, Hutchinson's in sole possession of third place with 6 games to go in the league.
Yeah, that Blue Dragon win over Seward propelled them up along, combined with a Pratt loss to be tied up. So this is kind of important. We'll keep our eyes on that. Here we'll keep our eyes on the Blue Dragons as they get set to get going here in the second half of play. We'll see if they stay healthy, as Singleton got back into the ball game after he came out. And also, Queth was banged up a little bit and was able to come back into the contest. And here, Steve barking clear over from here. There's hardly anybody here tonight on this Wednesday night here out in Goodland, although they did have a good spaghetti feed. I will say that.
Well, we think it's good spaghetti. The stat crew is pretty happy about it looks like. So you and I, we've been busy all night. We didn't get a chance to go eat. So.
Yeah, Scooter Brooks has been over to the concession stand taking care of business.
He is a connoisseur of the concession stand.
He checks out those hot dogs everywhere that it goes. So anyway, here we're getting set now. We do have there might be something.
We have a fan who appears to be.
Yeah, evidently we have
we have an ambulance outside the arena
here. Yes, we do. And they have came in to attend to a fan that is in the stands. And I think they're going to postpone the start of the second half just a little bit as they are trying to get the fan out of the stands over on the far side. As they are attending to somebody from the Northwest Kansas Tech. I don't know if somebody fell or I'm not sure what happened. They were up in the stands, and I can't get a good
we didn't
picture there. I think they're trying to put them onto a gurney. Yep, onto a stretcher.
And I just happened to notice the ambulance across the way. There's openings at 90-degree angles here in the arena at Max Jones Fieldhouse, and we're looking straight across over at one, and an ambulance was out there. And I did not see what was happening in the crowd until you just mentioned it, Glenn, that conglomeration of people.
Mm-hmm.
The Dragons came back out to start shooting again, so that made me think there was something here in the field house that happened.
Both teams are warming up right now. We're going to take another 1-minute timeout and see if they attend and get call both teams over. Both teams allowed to warm up a little extra long. So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back from Max Jones Fieldhouse in Goodland. Again, Hutchison on top 50-40. We'll be back after 1-minute timeout.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Because you've always wanted a hot tub, Pools Plus and American Whirlpool have made it easy. Join us at the Wichita Home Show, February 6th through the 9th. Pools Plus offers hot tubs in many shapes and sizes. From smaller models up to large swim spas, you are sure to find a hot tub that fits into your life. Come check out the savings at the Wichita Home Show at Century 2, February 6th through the 9th. Same great deals going on in store at Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Well, still checking on the individual in the crowd with Northwest Kansas Tech fans on the far side as they have an ambulance came out. We don't know if the person just became ill or what took place. You noticed the ambulance out there, and then I noticed the conglomeration of a lot of people, and now they're kind of deciding what they're going to do. Now, this roundhouse is kind of sunken down a little bit. You have to have stairs on both sides, plus over on the far side. Now, there is it looks to be like a garage door over on the far side, but that's off the street level. There's no doubt about that.
And there is an elevator off to the to our right. You got to go out under the curtain and around to get to it.
And now they have the person on the gurney, and they're going to roll them out over there and get them upstairs. So hopefully everything's okay over there regarding that.
The good thing is nobody seems to be in a haste over there.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's nothing too serious.
And they are moving on out now, so they'll bring both teams over, and we'll get going in just a second. Meanwhile, with 14 seconds left to go down at Great Bend, there's Pratt 79, up Barton 71. So those last minute and 2 seconds or so was pretty active going on with the Pratt Beavers, so it looks to me like they're going to come away with a victory at Barton, which is a huge win for them.
It really is. It keeps their spot tied for third with Hutchinson in place. So now the Blue Dragons are going to be forced to finish this one off to stay in a tie for third. And remember, Pratt does have a win over Hutchinson this year.
Yep.
There'll be a rematch on Monday night in the sports arena. That'll be a huge game.
We need people? We need a huge crowd of both coming up on Saturday with Garden City coming to town and on Monday with Pratt coming to town. And with the basketball will be the Mavericks to start their first possession of the second half. Northwest Kansas Tech works around the outside. There's a jumper, but Brown's good. Three-pointer right out of the blocks right there as Peerless Brown knocks that one down, Steve, and had a good look as he peeled off a block and put it up and in.
Came off a down screen up to the top of the key and caught it and shot in one motion. Dragons down to a 7-point lead.
He had 5 points at halftime. Now he has 7. Drive down low, and a foul on the baseline is going to be called.
Reese Warren will pick up his first foul. A hand check on the drive of Tyler Brown.
That'll be his first, as you indicated. Just underway, and inbounding will be T. Brown. Tyler Brown gets the ball in quickly. Singleton puts it up and scores it. Saquon just calmly drops that one up and good. He has 8 points on the evening.
You don't normally see Saquon just take jumpers off a screen, but that time it was pure nothing but net. He has 8. Dragons by 9.
Drive inside the other way. Ball blocked into the hands of Hardy, and he'll put it up and in. Ian Hardy with his first basket. 5 points for him now, and it's 52-45. The lead is 7 for Hutchison. Ball on the outside. They'll weave it. That's DJ Mitchell. Goes baseline, goes up and scores it. DJ just finds a way. He can smell a basket. Just nice job by DJ Mitchell to take it in strong. He has 18 points, folks.
And they're guarding him loosely. They're giving him that penetration, and he's taking advantage of it.
54-45, Hutchison. Three-pointers up and good from the other side by Hardy. And he's came out shooting. He's got 5 for the half. And a total of 7 points total. 52-50 now. Hutchinson lead is cut down a bit to 2. Here's Mitchell in traffic. Gives it off to Saquon Singleton. He'll lob one up. Not there. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there. And we go the other way. Here's Peerless Brown. Ball batted and knocked away out of bounds. They're going to get Baker for the foul, I believe.
This is a very similar start to the start of the game, Glenn, where Northwest Tech was getting some penetration and kickouts or wide open looks at threes, and they were hitting them. They had 4 early three-pointers, and they missed their last 5.
Baker picks up the personal. That'll be his second. Chance to tie here for Brown at the line. Peerless Brown, 74% free throw shooter.
And coming off that huge game Saturday against Dodge City with 22 points.
Free throw toss rattles out on him, no good. Came out. He has 7. Did he have a 3 at the top? Was that a 3?
Yes, it was.
Okay, thank you. So he has 8. Free throws up and good, making 9.
It's a 1-point Dragon lead. It's a 10-point lead at half, so a fast start for the Mavericks, and Steve Beck wants a timeout.
Yeah, Steve wants to talk things over. We'll take a 30-second break. 52-51. Hutchison with a 1-point lead. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Burton Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
We're going to get the score correct here as they have it on the board now, 52-49. I was wondering when I was talking about how many points that Hardy had, or actually that Brown had, that I looked up and all of a sudden it was a 1-point ball game at that time. Right now they have it as 52-49.
You know, the Blue Dragons should have 54. Saquon Singleton and Mitchell both have baskets. Should have 54. 5, 8, 9 for Tech here in the period.
Yeah, they're short 2 points.
It should be 54-49.
But they're playing it in right now, so it's 52-49 is what they're going with on the board. So you're right, Steve, as Mitchell got the basket and Saquon Singleton got the basket. We had 50 at halftime.
Yes, we did.
All right, a ball on the outside. Here's Fred Othiambo. Ball loose. Big old Fred picks it up, puts it up, and scores it. Nice job by Othiambo. His first basket.
After losing control, Fred's lucky he didn't get a 3-second call on him, but he kept his head, hit the little putback.
Now it's 54-49, but it really should be 56. Here the ball comes in. Didn't this happen last year as well?
Yep.
Ball on the outer perimeter. It'll angle to the right side. Inside is Brown, and a foul's going to be called. Josh Baker looking in amazement to not see if it's on him or not.
Fred Othiambo, his second.
Othiambo picks it up.
Well, you can't fool an old SID, and I'm old.
Oh, I think what they did is they put the points on the Mavericks. Their free throws up and missing by Brown.
Which means they must have did it in the book as well, because whatever is in the book is official.
Yep. And they're going with that right now at 54-49. Here's the free throw up and good for Brown. Makes the second one. 54-50 now. 4-point Hutchison lead. 17-16 to go.
The Dragons have to lock up defensively. They're not playing as well as Steve Eck would like right now.
Yep. Outside Brown. Angles to the left. Holds up. Takes it. Shifts gears. Goes in and misses it. Put back underneath and there's a basket interference. The basket's going to go to Othiambo. That ball teetered up on the rim, and DJ Mitchell down on the floor. Let's see if he's all right. He didn't get the basket, but Fred Othiambo did. Makes it 54. Well, they've yet to put that up. So that, yes, now they're trying to get that up as well, and they've yet to put that up on the board. There they do. 56-50.
And DJ's going to take a momentary break. Clarence King comes back in. Dragons already beat up coming into this one. They've had 3 different stoppages for injury.
Off the court comes Northwest Kansas Tech. They'll move it to the right side. Hardy had it. Out front to Rosser. Gets it off again to Hardy. Here's a shot put up and a 3-pointer. They're going to count it. They're knocked down by Warren. That's his second 3 of the game. Is this a +1? Or is it... And it's from someplace else or not? So they give it to Warren.
So the shot must have got off before whatever the infraction was. They have yet to say what the infraction was.
Yeah, they have not put a foul up or anything as of yet.
Mentioned it or anything. So it must have came post-shot.
So Warren Singleton picks up the personal. That'll be his first. But Saquon was not guarding Warren, so it doesn't become an N1. Ball outside. They'll get the possession, however. Hardy palmed the basketball. So the ball go back over to the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. Hutch leading it by 3, 56-53 after the Warren 3.
That's the 11th turnover for Northwest Tech, but that's the first turnover they've committed since the 8:03 mark of the first quarter. First 12 minutes of the game, they had committed 10 turnovers. The Dragons were living off of them, and all of a sudden, Northwest Tech started taking care of the basketball.
Not a smooth start to the second half. 16:33 to go in this second half of play. Baker on the outside. Weave it on the outer perimeter. Nice pass by Saquon Singleton to King on the outside. They moved the ball well to the 3-point shot put up by Brown. Not there. Everything worked, but the shot did not go. And here comes Northwest. They'll come up with the basketball. Goes into the backcourt. It was touched by Singleton. They'll set it up. Ball on the outside. Hardy a 3. It's off short. No good. Rebound cleared out by Hutchison's Tyler Brown. Up the court. Nice pass to King. King loose on the floor. Gets it back to Othiambo in the paint. Now they go to Baker. Baker gets it back on the outside, and he'll dribble it out and reset it. Baker isolates. Kicks it back outside. Saquon Singleton nice into the lane. Lays it up. Misses it, but a foul called. Singleton again down on the floor. Let's see if he's going to be okay or not. Foul's going to be charged.
Keep it as is.
Picking up the personal is going to be Richardson. That's his third. At the line, Saquon Singleton.
My stat crew confirming with me what we think. Hutchinson should have 2 more points.
Yeah, but they go by the book. Missed free throw by Singleton. So he'll shoot a second one.
Saquon had a great start to the year at the line, but he's dropped off, now shooting 56% from the stripe.
About where he was last year, maybe even a little bit under that.
He was under 50% as a freshman.
But he really shot well at the beginning of the year. You could tell he'd worked on him.
Up right around 72%.
Free throw toss is up. This one's spinning nicely. Free throw's up and good.
DJ Mitchell's going to return for Saquon Singleton. So all the battered Blue Dragons have stepped out for a moment, and Ryan Hilty has worked his magic and gotten them back in. Dragons by 4.
57-53. Hutchison, well, again, as Steve indicates, the lead. Ryan Hilty, the trainer for the Hutch Blue Dragons. For those that aren't familiar, ball on the outside. Travel call on Hardy. So a turnover for the Mavericks gives the ball back over. A 4-point lead, which should be a 6-point lead for the Blue Dragons. I can't keep doing that all night. But here with the basketball on the outside is DJ Mitchell. Ball comes out. Dribble trend penetration down low. Baker to the basket and good.
Initially, Baker had it knocked out of his hands, but he had the wherewithal to keep at it. Got it in midair and finished. Dragons by 6. Baker now with 9.
Nice job by Baker, as he had 7 at halftime. Outside Warren, he'll pop the 3 again. It's no good. Comes out long, though, and picked up by Tyler Brown. He'll sprint it out. 2-on-1. Brown to the rack, doesn't get it. Rebound cleared out of there by Northwest Kansas Tech. They'll run it. Rosser in traffic, goes underneath, puts it up, and scores it.
Rosser with 8 on that transition opportunity by Hutch. You would have loved to see DJ Mitchell drift back to the 3-point corner, kick out, and get the kick out. Unfortunately, he tacked the basket and took away the angle for Brown to score.
59-55, 14:31 to go in this second half. Hutchison with the lead. Here's Clarence King. Loose ball in the middle of the paint. The foul's going to be called on Rosser, and he runs to the other end of the court. We'll pick up the personal foul.
He does his best Bill Lambier in disbelief.
That'll be his second. At the line, no line shot. It is only 3 fouls apiece, so we're at the 14:26 mark of the second half.
Once again, Carp showing his age. There might be people out there who have no idea who Bill Lambier
the bad
is.
boys of Detroit. He and Mr. Rodman.
Isaiah Thomas. John Sally.
Inbounding on the far side will be Clarence King.
Keyshawn Kennedy back in for Reese Warren for the Mavericks.
Here's DJ Mitchell out front. Holds up. They'll lob it down low to Queth. Back to Baker. Baker throws it away right into the hands of a Maverick. They'll go down and a foul called on DJ Mitchell. He bangs into Kennedy, and Kennedy will go to the line to shoot free throws. And Steve Beck wants the timeout. 59-55, a 4-point Dragon lead. For shooting free throws will be the Northwest Kansas Mavericks. Will return after this 30-second timeout with 14:10 to go. We'll be right back.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back. 59-55, Blue Dragons on top with 14:10 to go in the second half of play. So Mavericks came out. They trailed by 10 at halftime and have cut it now to a 4-point margin. And at the line will be the Mavericks' Kennedy.
Right now, Northwest Tech, 5 out of 8 from the field, 62% in the second half. Hutch, 5 out of 10, 50%.
Free throws up and good. Pinballed a little bit, was up and good. His first points of the second half.
Yeah, we've been talking about that scoring discrepancy. There's not a thing we can do about it now. It's past.
Free throw toss is up and good. I'm surprised that somebody on the bench wasn't keeping the book to figure that out and try to get it taken care of, because we definitely at that time, Mitchell and Saquon had those 2 baskets. Ball on the outer perimeter. Ocone in the lineup now. Here's Mitchell. He'll pop it from outside and misses the 3. Long rebound picked up. Still loose on the floor. Finally, the Mavericks get to it. There's a DJ Mitchell steal at half court. Hutchison will bring it down. Singleton underneath the Ocone. Too far under. Pulls it back outside. Queth with the ball.
Dragons need to settle down and get into the half court. Right now, a little crazy out there.
Ball on the outer perimeter. O'Cone goes baseline and gets the offensive foul called on him. That'll be on O'Cone.
His third foul, 6th turnover for the Blue Dragons.
If it wouldn't have been a foul, he was stepping on the baseline anyway. I thought that's what they were going to call, but then the referee does the pump signal to indicate a...
I think I would have preferred him stepping on the line.
Yeah, exactly. Ball on the outside. Hardy had it for a second. Now he receives it on the left wing. Gives it up straight away. 3 by Brown. Got it. Nothing but net. Fearless Brown with a 3. He's had a heck of a second half of play.
12 points for Brown, a pair of threes, and Northwest Tech has a 1-point lead.
And they're going to wave off the basket for the Blue Dragons and see what they're going to call underneath. It will be Hutchison going to the line. 60-59 now. Mavericks on top of that 3 by Brown. And they lead it right now.
Orante Moorman with his second foul. 14th foul for the Mavericks. 2 free throws for Saquon.
Can tie it and take the lead. Free throw toss is good for Saquon Singleton. We're tied at 60.
Now, I remember a women's game in 2006 where there was a book discrepancy that came back and haunted the Blue Dragons. Hope it hasn't happened here tonight.
Free throws up and missing. So the rebound cleared out by the Mavericks. We go the other way. They'll kick it left. Drive underneath by Ross. So throws the ball away. King comes up with it for Hutchison. King will bring it up 2-on-2. Holds up on the baseline right side. Queth has it for a second. Back to King. He'll shoot the 3 on his way. It's off, no good. Rebound, DJ Mitchell underneath, and he will be fouled. DJ getting in there to sneak in for that offensive board, and he'll shoot free throws.
I mentioned that DJ is really rebounding hard over the last couple of games, even with those shin splints that you talked about. Third foul committed by Peerless Brown for the Mavericks. 2 free throws for DJ, here tied at 60.
Substitution coming into the lineup will be Yana. And Kennedy comes up limping. He will go out and check out the ball game. He's really in favor of that left foot. He's going to have to be attended over there. DJ Mitchell at the line.
Mitchell's 5th rebound tonight, first offensive rebound.
Free throws up and good by Mitchell.
Is 19.
He will shoot another one. Free throws on its way, up and good. Got them both. 2 big free throws right there is giving the Dragons a 62-60 lead.
7th lead change of the game.
Ball on the outside, over on the far right wing. Up top now to Brown. Brown kicks it to the right side, down low underneath, and a foul call before the play. They'll wave off the basket as Mormont had scored the basket.
Majak Queth commits the foul. Mormont got him on his hip, and Majak had no choice but to foul. Unfortunately, give up the N1. Second foul on Majak.
Here comes the pass in. And a reach-in foul is going to be called. I'm not sure it's a shooting foul or not, as it was Hardy taking it to the rack. And they're pounding inside. They're taking and driving. Brown will pick up the personal. It'll be on Tyler Brown. Hutchison's Tyler Brown. So it will be a shooting situation. Hardy will go to the line.
Dragons have reached the limit. 7 fouls, a 1-and-1 for Ian Hardy.
Hardy with 8 points in the ball game. Can tie it up with a couple free throws here, and he hits the first of them. He will shoot a second one. 62-61, 12:18 to go in the second half of play. Free throw toss rattles down and through for Hardy. And we're tied at 62. Timeout taken by Northwest Tech. 12:18 to go in the second half of play. 62-62 all. We'll be back in a half minute.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
62-62 all. Hutchinson basketball with 12:18 to go. A lot of time left in this one. Saquon Singleton will bring it up the court.
So far, Northwest Tech outscoring Hutchinson 22-12, hitting 6 of 9 from the field. 6 of 8 from the free throw line.
Here's King. Out to Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown shifts gears, takes it inside, and puts the shot up, and a foul call. Tyler down on the floor. He'll get up and come up and shoot free throws. Nice drive by Tyler Brown, left side there.
The 4th foul committed by Peerless Brown. He's had a big second half. A couple of three-pointers, 8 points. He's going to leave the game. Reese Warren checks in, another three-point shooter, so you kind of trade one out for the other.
Free throw by Tyler Brown is good. Tyler Brown, first points of the second half of play. He had 10 at halftime. He'll shoot a second one here. T. Brown's free throw's good. Got them both. 2 big free throws. 64-62 Hutchinson.
4-4 from the line, 80% for the season.
12:02 remaining to go. Again, we're in the second half of play. Glenn Grunwald along with Steve Carpenter. Right side with the basketball will be Warren. He can shoot the 3 from out there. Gives it off to Yana. He's knocked down a 3 as well, but he'll bounce inside. Goes up and scores it. Yana kind of just threw it up as a prayer and ends up going up and in. We're tied at 64.
Got it over the outstretched hands of Jayhawk West, who gave up just a little too much ground and allowed that shot to get off.
Ball outside. Here's King. Shifts gears. Goes right side this time. Goes up and inside. Shot up and missing. Warren comes up with it.
Not a good shot. Dragons didn't run the offense.
Baker's going to check back in. Next dead ball whistle. Warren with the ball on the outside. There's King on ball guarding. Mitchell on Yana. Yana dribble penetrates to the foul side. Gets it off quickly to Hardy. Basket good. Nice drive by Hardy. Give him credit on that one.
Good little two-man game by the Mavericks, and now Northwest Tech with a 2-point lead. Hardy now has 12 points in the game.
Yeah, he has 9 in the second half. We drive in and a foul's called. Brown will go to the line again. They might have got it on the big man, Mormant.
If it is, it's his third, and it is. So he has 3. Garrett Richardson, who's coming back into the game, has 3. Peerless Brown has 4 for the Mavericks, and it's 2 free throws for Tyler Brown.
10:49 to go in the second half of play. Hutchison trailing now by 2. Free throw tosses off, no good on Tyler Brown. Tyler's first miss of the night.
The Dragons number 1 in the Jayhawk in free throw percentage at 74%. They're going to need every one of them tonight.
Lady Dragons won tonight, by the way, is 73-53. Congratulations to John Onges. Second free throw's up and good by T. Brown. 6 points. Let's check that, more than that. He had a couple threes earlier in the first half of play. We'll check it in a second. Ball the other way. Hardy's shot won't go. Rebound cleared out by DJ Mitchell, and here comes Hutchison. Hardy had a good look, just didn't get it to roll down. There's a basket by Baker right away. Baker knocks down a 2. He has 4 points in the second half at 7 at halftime. There's a long 3. It's off, no good. DJ Mitchell rebound. Hutch up by 1, 67-66. Here comes Hutch. Mitchell into the paint, bounces back outside. Still keeps his dribble. Here's Baker for 3. Left side, it won't go. Nice job by Queth to get a tip on him, and out comes Warren with the basketball, and all of a sudden you've got a 1-point lead. Hutchison 67-66. Northwest Kansas Tech with the basketball.
It's time for the Dragon defense to become a factor in this game.
Under 10, we owe you a media timeout. Here's Warren. It's away from the pressure. Outside Rosser, he'll drive on Brown, gets off balance, puts the shot up, and a foul will be called on Brown. We'll have a media timeout. 9:43 to go in the contest, second half of play. Brown with the foul. It'll be his third personal. We'll take the timeout at 9:43 to go. Hutchison with a slim 1-point lead, 67-66. We'll be back in a minute.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Next Tech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Needing repairs, parts, belts, or bags for your vacuum? How about free pickup and delivery for any service? Hi, this is Donna Pitzer, the bag lady. I work on all vacuums, including Auric, Kirby, Simplicity, Riccar, Hoover, Kinmar, and all Panasonics. I can get bags and parts for almost any vacuum. Plus, in most cases, I'll save you up to 40% on your bag purchases. Best of all, I deliver at no charge for all services I offer. For parts, bags, or service of your vacuum, call me, Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, at 663-4322.
1 point Hutchison lead at Northwest Kansas Tech will be shooting free throws after the Tyler Brown third foul, as they will send a Maverick to the line. Hutchison up by 1, 67-66. Now, when we're at 52 to 49, we had a discrepancy in the scoring, and you were so correct, Steve, because it was 50 to 40 at halftime, and at that time they showed 52, but we scored 2 baskets. So at that time, in our opinion, it should have been 54. But we've played a lot of basketball since then, and the official book is over there on the table. Free throw toss is up and good, and we're tied at 67 apiece as Rosser makes the free throw.
Rosser has 9 points of the game. I do have somebody over there going over the book with our stat sheet. Again, probably can't change anything
probably
now.
Can't change anything, but they're checking to see what they have.
Need to be aware that there was a foul up.
Free throws up and good. Rosser makes them both, and it's a Maverick lead of 1, 68-67. With 9:40 remaining to go.
6th lead change of the game.
Thing about that, the video also missed bad pass, and coming up with it will be Northwest Kansas Tech, and scoring it was Warren. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead of 70-67 right now. Hutchison trailing.
Oh, DJ Mitchell talked about focus. The Dragons need to get refocused here and get back into this one. This is a paramount win that they need to get.
Here's Mitchell underneath. Head fakes, goes up, can't get it done, but he gets the foul call. That'll be against Northwest Kansas Tech. Singleton in close quarters passing it to Mitchell, and Mitchell will go to the line.
Garrett Richardson commits his 4th. So the bigs for Northwest Tech, both in foul trouble. Richardson with 4. Peerless Brown with 4. And Mormont has 3.
Free throw toss up and good by Mitchell. DJ's playing a heck of a game. 4 points right now for Mitchell. In the second half, 5 points in the second half of play. So he has 21 for the ball game. Free throw toss up and good. 70-69, Mavericks on top. So nice free throw shooting by Mitchell to pull the Dragons within 1. Ball on the outer perimeter. Rosser gives off to Warren. Warren double team, gets into the paint, puts it up, and scores it. Heck of a play by Reese Warren.
All on individual effort, but the Dragons, there was a defensive breakdowns. Nobody shifted over help defense, and that's why the Blue Dragons are down 3 right now. Their defense is struggling in this one.
72-69, Mavericks with the lead. Mitchell takes it inside, pulls it back, they'll weave it. Baker to Singleton. Singleton to Brown. Brown takes a step to the right, back outside to Singleton. 5 on the shot clock. Singleton's got to go. Head fake in the lane, kicks it back. Brown, 3-pointer on his way. Good! A 3-pointer by Brown. Ties the game. It's 72 all.
Timeout, Hutchinson.
We're going to break in. 8:10 to go in the contest. 72-72. Don't go away. We'll be right back right after this 30-second timeout.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Superstores. With the inclement weather and everyday life, if you're ever in need of a body shop, we have a great one. Also, we work on all makes and models of cars, and with most insurance companies. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30. We do all repairs from the small dents and scratches to roof replacements and more. So come out and see us or send a tow truck to 1100 East 30th, north side of the building. Call at 620-662-6631. Visit us online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. 72-72 all with 8:10 to go in the contest. 8:10 to go in the ball game, Steve. It's 72-72 all after the big three put up and in by Brown from the corner right wing right there, at least.
Maybe that's a spark the Dragons need. Brown
be.
with his third three. He had 16. To me, right now, the Dragons are going to have to win this with defense because Hutchinson not executing defensively.
Ball on the outside, Rosser, and a foul call. If it's on Tyler Brown, it'll be his fourth.
Well, the Dragons are trying to crowd the screen.
It is on Tyler Brown.
That's Brown's fourth. He's the first Dragon with 4.
Rosser will be at the line, try to break this tie. We're tied up at 72 apiece with 7:53 to go. A lot of time left. Ocombe will come in for Tyler Brown. Looking at the situation with Garrett Richardson with 4 fouls and also Mormat with 3 fouls. They're big men, like you pointed out earlier. Free throw toss is up and good by Rosser. He's hit 3 in a row.
Yeah, for a 59% free throw shooting team right now, Northwest Tech has hit 9 of 11 here in the second half from the stripe.
Rosser coming into the game was a 50% free throw shooter. Deep knee bend, free throw toss is up and good. Got them both. 74-72, Mavericks with a 2-point lead. 7:50 to go.
Rosser with 12.
Mitchell check that, Singleton between the circles. Down low to Queth. He'll back in on the big man. Goes inside, puts a shot up. It's way short. Richardson comes up with it.
That's what's been going on with Majak lately. Those shots, you said it earlier, they've been pushing him a little farther out.
3-pointer from the corner does not go. Tip try not there. Hutchinson comes up with it. Saquon Singleton on the drive. He'll bring it down, but he has the face 4 Mavericks. They'll give it back to Mitchell. 3-pointer does not go. Battle for the board taken away by the Mavericks. As going high was Kennedy, and he comes up limping again. Rosser will set it up, and Kennedy has it out high.
And to finish my thought on Queth, they're pushing him out further. He's leaving his shot short.
Ball knocked away. Hutch comes up with a pass up to Baker, gives it over to Ocone. He'll put it up and in. We're tied at 74. Great job on that transition as Baker just kind of volleyballed it over to Ocone and got it up and down. 74-74 tie.
That was the most aggressive the Dragons have gone to the board in this second half. They got it and got a great, easy transition by Ocone, now tied at 74.
Yeah, there was a reach-in by Singleton to pop that ball loose. And then they just throw it over the far side. I didn't think anybody was over there, and Rosser got to it in time. That goes to Warren between the circles. They'll jump out to guard him. Hardy on the drive down low, goes up and misses it. Tip try up and good by Richardson. Only his second basket, but it's a big one. 76-74. Mavericks by 2 with 6.5 to go.
Another second chance opportunity cashed in by the Mavericks.
Saquon Singleton on the outside. Kicks it back to Mitchell. Mitchell between the leg dribble. Twice, 3 times. Nice spins in the lane. Goes down low. Kicks it underneath the Queth. He head fakes. Goes up strong. Short again. Ocone with a rebound on the offensive board. Ocone backs it up a little bit. He kicks it outside. There's a Baker 3. It's off no good. Rebound cleared by Hardy for Northwest Kansas Tech. And he'll bring it up quickly. Peel off and reset the offense with a 2-point lead. Northwest Kansas Tech up 76-74.
Dragons need to stand right here.
5:47 to go in the second half of play. They'll loop it outside. Richardson hands it off to Hardy. He'll peel off and shoot and score it. Hardy with a big second half, and it's a 4-point Northwest Kansas lead, 78-74. A timeout taken. We'll take a break. 5:38 to go in the ballgame. Lots of time left, but Hutch down by 4 right now, 78-74. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use First Pay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchison, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
78-74, Mavericks with the lead over the Blue Dragons. 5:38 to go in the second half of play. It will be Mavericks basketball. It'll be Hutchison basketball, excuse me. Hutch will go left to right as you watch and listen. Mitchell back to Saquon Singleton. Singleton will bring it up. No pressure in the backcourt. They'll bring it up and set it to the left side. There's Mitchell. Mitchell spins away. Backdoor play underneath. O'Cone wrap around, doesn't go. Tip try not there. Tip try up and good.
I think that's maybe Majak or Baker.
I think it might have been Baker. I'm officially going to get the Baker, and I'll circle it. 78-76. Mavericks lead is cut to 2. 5:09 to go. There's a drive to the basket. Up and good.
The Dragons have had no answer for dribble penetration tonight. Ian Hardy is just shredding them.
Having a heck of a game. 13 points in the second half. 80-76, back up by 4. The Mavericks. We're under 5 to go now. Hutchison weaves it out front, trying to take it inside and get him in some foul trouble. Here's Mitchell. He'll bang inside, puts it up and scores it. Nice job by DJ Mitchell. 24
for Mitchell.
Yep, 24 for Mitchell. 80-78. Mavericks lead is 2 right now. Ball on the outside to Warren. Warren head fakes. DJ Mitchell on him. The feed to Hardy. Coming up is Saquon Singleton on Hardy. Swats at it, and Hardy hits it.
There is no answer for this Northwest Tech offense right now. Hardy with 17 in the period, 20 for the game.
82-78. Soft hook by Majak, missing it, but Cone there for the follow. Cone only his second basketball. Every shot Majak takes is short right now. 82-80. Mavericks with the lead by 2. Mavericks basketball.
Right now the Dragons can go a couple more minutes and trade baskets, but at some point the defense has to step up.
Ball on the outer perimeter. Angle dribble down. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Foul called. And foul call is going to be called on Saquon Singleton. That'll be his second. At the line will be, I think it's Hardy again, shooting free throws for the Mavericks. For the Mavericks. 3:51 to go, a 2-point margin. Hardy's free throws way short, no good. So Hardy misses on the foul strike. And Hardy missed on the front one, very short. He'll shoot his second one. Takes his time. Here comes the toss. It's up and on its way, and this is good. So he makes the second of the 2-shot foul. 83-80 now is your score. A 3-point edge for Northwest Kansas Tech. 3:45 to go. O'Cone. Singleton down low trying to get the Mitchell. Ball knocked away. Kennedy had a hand in there, knocked it away. Mitchell inbound, right side baseline. Farther toward the corner than he wanted to, however. Ball comes into Queth, back to Mitchell from the corner. 3, got it, a big 3 by Mitchell. As Mitchell knocks down the 3 and ties it at 83 with 3:32 to go. Timeout taken by the Blue Dragons. 3:32 to go in the contest. 83-83 tie. We'll be back right after this 1-minute timeout.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Burton Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelias, filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelias, 115 and a half South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragon.
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big city chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
3:32 remaining to go in the contest. We're tied at 83 all. Finals right now. Seward a winner over Garden City 85-73. Pratt a winner over Barton 79-71. And also Colby on top of Dodge at 100-60. And that's other games that are in the West right now. Right here, 83-83 tie with 3:30 remaining to go in this contest. Mavericks basketball, Northwest Kansas Tech Mavericks will set it up. Rosser, left side, now to Hardy. He's been unstoppable, and he just about, he does throw it away. Thought he was going to get called for the travel, but he turns it over, and now they got the scoreboard showing 83-0.
I'd take that.
I'd take that, too. It's 83-83 all. It'll be Hutchison basketball with 3:19 to go.
15 turnover for Tech. The Blue Dragons have committed just 7 turnovers. But in the second half, Hutchinson shooting 42%, Northwest Tech 66%.
Ball on the outer perimeter, Baker. Angles to the left, gives it to O'Cone. Down low to Singleton. Singleton about a foot and a half outside the low blocks. Now he'll get into the lane. There's a Quest shot and knocks it down. Quest was showing some range. His first basket of the second half.
It's about a 17-footer by Majak. Yeah, that's the longest shot I've seen him make all year.
He made a 3, remember, earlier
That's
on.
right.
That's right. 85-83 now. A 2-point lead for the Blue Dragons. 2:47 to go. Ball outside Kennedy. He'll drive it in, lose the ball. DJ Mitchell's down with it. Jump ball called. It'll be Hutchinson possession.
DJ was calling for a timeout. Did they give it to him?
Let's see.
Jump ball will be Hutchinson basketball.
Okay. So it will be Hutchison's basketball with 2:39 remaining. Coach chatting with the official. Now the ball comes into Baker, and Baker will bring it up the court. Hutchinson up by 2 with 2:35 to go in the contest. Baker to the left side to O'Cone. He'll be fouled. And all of a sudden, it was Rosser that stuck a hand in there. Now they throw the ball, and they just about KO Hardy in the low blocks. It'll be O'Cone to shoot the free throw. The foul was charged against Rosser, his third.
Every time the Blue Dragons run offense, run 2 or 3 passes in their motion, they're getting good looks and finishing. It's when they rush shots they're getting into trouble, and they've rushed a lot of shots in the second half.
Free throws up and good by O'Cone.
So officially, Saquon Singleton with 8 points. We've got that straightened out now. DJ Mitchell has 27 in the game.
O'Cone's second one. More importantly is this free throw right here. Free throw's off its mark, no good. Battle for the board taken away by the Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech. A 3-point ball game, 86-82, 2:24 to go.
Do the Dragons have a stopping?
Here's the drive underneath by Warren. He gets too far under, kicks it out to Richardson, hands it. No, he keeps it himself, drives in, goes up and scores it. A little fake. I thought he was going to give it to Warren. He has 6 points to the ball game and pulls the Mavericks within 1 of the Dragons, 86-85.
The Dragons were so cognizant of the 3-point shot by Warren. Richardson just sucked 3 people in and drove by him for the easy
play action pass right there. Then drive. Ball on the outside. Saquon Singleton backing in against Hardy. There's ball on the outer perimeter. Here's Baker. Pulls it back again. Jumps it up and on its way. No good. Richardson rips down the boards for Northwest Kansas Tech. 1:40 to go, and he turned it over in the backcourt.
Oh, my goodness. Do the Blue Dragons catch a break? Richardson's outlet pass to Brown, was behind him. Brown wasn't looking, and the Dragons catch a huge break on Northwest Tech's 17th turnover of the game.
Peerless Brown, like a Peerless faucet, had a little drip there right there and a little leak, and the ball popped away, and it'll be Hutchinson basketball. I need to work that in there somewhere. Ball on a minute and 35 remaining to go. Hutchinson basketball up by 1, 86-85. Hutch will weave it out front. Brown to Saquon Singleton. Here comes Baker. He'll touch the ball. Here comes Brown. He has it again to the free throw line. Kicks it left side. Singleton, 14 on the shot clock. He'll drive inside. Kicks it on the outside to Brown. Back to Singleton, over to Baker for open for three. Rims off, no good, but right in the hands of Brown. A fresh 20, and Hutchinson will work it around on the outside. Here's DJ Mitchell with a minute and 8 to go. So 14 on the shot clock now. Here's Saquon Singleton. Crosses over to the paint, goes down low. Offensive foul called on Saquon Singleton. That'll be his third. It comes with 1 minute exactly to go in the contest, and a 1-point Blue Dragon lead, 86-85.
I'll disagree with that one. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday. It was crossed over into his left hand, and riding the hip of Singleton was worn, and he get the call anyway.
Ball on the outside. That's Kennedy. Gives it up quickly to Mormat. He's in there. Drive inside. Off-balance shot up and good by Hardy, and the lead now over to the Mavericks, 87-86. Hutchinson trailing by 1. Northwest Kansas Tech with the lead, 37 seconds remaining to go in the contest. DJ Mitchell goes inside, draws the foul. It'll be on Mormant. That'll be his fourth. And DJ will go to the line. He's bent down, rubbing that knee on his right side. He'll come and step to the line to shoot free throws.
You know, the one thing is, with that foul, when it occurred, 33.1 left. Hutchinson should get another offensive possession should they need it. Should be a 2-for-1 right here.
At the line, DJ Mitchell. Free throw toss is off its mark, no good. He missed it.
His first miss from the line of the night in 6 attempts. Need this one badly.
Gets set to shoot it. Takes his time. Free throw toss is good. We're tied at 87. Tie ball game, 87-87 with 29 seconds remaining. Timeout's going to be taken by the Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech. 87-87 tie. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a half minute.
The Hutch Medicine Shop and the Hutch Blue Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bauman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
87-87 all. 27 seconds remaining to go in the contest. 25 on the shot clock. It'll be Maverick basketball out of the timeout. It was a full timeout, but we took a half-minute break. And once again, Hutchison's going to have to weather the storm a little bit. You're correct, Steve, on the difference in the shot clock. We'll see if it comes into play or not, and hopefully it will not.
Now, Ian Hardy's likely to get the ball. Him or Ross or Hardy with 19, 16 here in the second half. The other part of the equation, Glenn, is Hutchinson's going to have to block out. They've only given up 7 offensive rebounds. They only have 22 rebounds for the game. There's not been that many misses. Both teams shooting well tonight.
They'll inbound right in front of the Northwest Kansas Tech bench. They get it in quickly. Hardy with the basketball. It was probably about the 4 on the 5 count right there. Ball comes out to Kennedy. They're holding the ball way out near half court. 17 seconds to go. Brown on top of Kennedy right there. Now it's down to 12. 8 on the shot clock now. And Kennedy starts to move to the left side. Hardy will isolate Baker defensively on him. They take it inside and shoot it up and score it. In the end, 1, the foul called on the Blue Dragons.
Well, you knew Hardy was going to get it, Glenn, but he had a free ride down the baseline. He's going to get a chance at an and 1 with 3.7 seconds to go.
Timeout's on the court. We're going to keep it here as Hardy will shoot free throws in a second. 89-87. Mavericks on top with 3 seconds remaining. Wow. 3.7 to be exact is what they have on the sideboards.
Ian Hardy, a 13.2 point per game score, has simply been unstoppable in the second half. He has had lanes wide open to the hoop all night long in the second half.
20 points in the second half for him.
And he is the difference in this one. A chance to give him a 3-point play and Northwest Tech a 3-point lead. 3.7 seconds to go. You're going to figure he's going to hit the free throw. So Northwest Tech likely to foul Hutchinson before they can get that attempt at a 3-point off. You know, we've heard that discussion ongoing all season long. So what does Nathan Padilla do? Now, the other end, if he misses the free throw, the Blue Dragons have to get a clean box out. So the Dragons in trouble here. Still a chance.
Yeah, they really are. They had a pretty good defense on that one. But Hardy, everything that he's put up in the second half has went down, and he will shoot the free throw here. Ian Hardy at Lilburn, Georgia. Takes his time. Lefty throws it up and misses it. Rebound. Hutchison, a quick timeout taken as Saquon Singleton. 3.1 seconds to go. 89-87. Hutchison with an opportunity to do something here with 3.1 to go. It's doable.
It's very doable. It's going to depend on if Nathan Padilla decides to foul and win, because it'll be 2 shots on the free throw. So here's the key thing. The Dragons don't necessarily need a 3. So now they're not going to foul.
Yeah,
let me take that back. Let me take that back. Only a 2-point game.
You had me going there for a second.
My bad. I was thinking, the way
if he made the free throw,
yeah, with Hardy hitting everything, so that was my mistake. So now Northwest Tech can't foul.
Yeah, they have to be careful with that. And, of course, normally in a situation, you don't get those calls usually later on. Let's see what Hutchison does. Now, my question is, where will they have the ball? They call the timeout way down here. Will they be able to move it clear up to there?
That's only in women's basketball that you can advance. The Dragons are going to have to go 94 feet.
So Hutchison will have to go 94. More than likely, they'll put some pressure on. Hutchison trailing right now, 89-87. With the news of Pratt beating Barton tonight, you're encouraged that Hutchison could stay with Pratt and move up. We'll see what's going to happen here. As Hutchison out of the timeout now, they come down and get set. 89-87, Mavericks with the lead.
It will be a spot throw-in for Tyler Brown. He cannot move. No pressure on him, though. It's going to be 4-on-5 down on the other end.
And another timeout's going to be taken. They are going to Northwest Tech saw what they're showing, and they're going to call the timeout. So several scenarios here. Do you go long and catch the ball and try to get the shot up? There's several scenarios you could draw up. Hutchison was setting up with everybody was basically at half court. And this could be very interesting to see what they come up with. Let's set the score the rest of the week for you as coming up on Saturday afternoon, 2 and 4 o'clock games at the sports arena. It's homecoming. Garden City comes to town. And so that'll open up the evening for you. Sure, you want to attend the Cancer Council Roundup that's taking place at the fairgrounds. That's taking place that night. And then we'll turn around and have Pratt come in on Monday night. No Dragon Talk on Monday night at the Alley. It'll be Dragon Talk the next week, however. And Pratt comes into town on the 10th of February. And we turn around and travel a week from tonight out to Dodge City. And only one more road trip after that in the regular season until we return to Dodge City, hopefully, for the as we get set for the Region 6. Okay, here we go. We got Baker clear down on the baseline. We got Saquon Singleton along with Queth and DJ Mitch will set up at half court. TJ They'll get the ball in. Saquon, and a timeout's going to be taken. Saquon moved it up to half court with 2.6 to go. And now they'll have it at half court and can set that up. So, interesting play right there, Steve.
Yeah, it was just simply to get the ball advanced up the floor as fast as possible. 0.8 of a second ran off the clock. Yeah. We'll leave it at that.
The long pass, real quick, and a quick timeout. Yeah. So they put it back to 3.1. So they gave a little back there. So that's a correct call. 3.1 to go. Hutchinson will have it at half court. So now this is a little bit more doable. I've seen it before in that amount of time. Actually, one time with 2.9, they were able to throw it down low and get the shot up and off the glass and good to try to send it into overtime. But you also could look at a 3 and win the game.
Right now, I think the Dragons would take overtime. They're beat up, they're bruised, they're battling. But we'll see what transpires. You can do a lot from where this ball is being inbound. You can run a series of screens, try to free up Baker, try to free up DJ Mitchell. You can get one pass off, one dribble, sidestep somebody and fire up a shot. We'll see who inbounds it. It looks like Saquon Singleton will be inbounding.
Yeah, Saquon Singleton will inbound. He'll come closer to the referee just on the backside of half court. You got Brown over in the corner. They'll peel off. There's Baker. He has the ball. 2 seconds. One. He'll drive in, lays it up, scores it. He scores it. We're tied at 89. We're going to overtime. What a job by Baker on the play off the top of the key. I think that they thought that everybody's going to shoot the 3, but they take it to the basket, and it's going to go to OT. And that's deserving because we think we're missing a couple points.
It was a very nonchalant type play. Josh Baker came off a down screen from the free throw line to receive the ball just between the circles. And then he just took off like a shot all the way in, got the shot off just before the buzzer sounded. And just as the ball went through the rim, the buzzer went up. Yep. Definitely counted, and we have overtime.
Yeah, definitely. The red light turned on as the net was moving with the ball in it. So we have overtime. Well, we're going to take a half-minute break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back. 89-89. We have overtime as we're getting set to get going with the opening tip here. It'll be a 5-minute overtime. And as they say, that's why you play the game, huh?
Hutchinson 0-2 in overtime, but in the Steve Eck era, normally very good, 20-5 in overtimes in the Eck era.
So here we go, jumping center. They're going to go up against Mormat, and it'll go out of bounds. They're going to say it'll be whose ball? They're going to re-jump it. Let's check it. Nope, they're going to say it's going to be Northwest Kansas Tech's basketball. Brown tried to get to it. I couldn't tell if it was the tip was so good by way of Queth or not to send it that way. So it will be Northwest Kansas Tech's basketball.
Northwest Tech shot 70% in that second half, 17 out of 24, and outscored Hutch 49-39. The Blue Dragons in the second half shot a respectable 43%. For the game, Hutchinson 51.7%, Tech 60.8% through 40 minutes.
Ball on the outer perimeter. Tech has the ball. Go on the outside. Here's Brown on the outer perimeter. There's Peerless Brown. Left side now to Warren. He'll shoot the 3 and hit it. Kids can shoot now.
That is the 9th three-pointer for Northwest Tech. They have a 3-point lead. 9 out of 19 from distance for the Mavericks.
92-89. Mavericks on top. Hutchison will weave it out front. Brown, DJ Mitchell trying to answer the 3. Can't get it done. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball. Queth comes up with it. He kicks it back outside, and Hutchinson will get another possession out of it. Ball handed off now, and they give it off to DJ Mitchell. To Baker. Off the pick, goes right side. Ball is thrown away. Bad pass. Here comes Hardy. Hardy will bring it down, lays it up. Doesn't get it. Rebound cleared away by Queth as he jabs it, grabs at it. Here's Baker underneath. Lays it up and puts it up and in. 92-91. The 1-point lead now for the Mavericks. 3:48 to go in this overtime period.
Good hustle on the defensive rebounding end by Hutchinson, getting to it for a breakout layup by by Baker.
Queth was able to get to it with his long arms. There's another three. It's good by, again, knocking it down was Warren.
His fourth three-pointer of the game. 2 here in overtime. The Dragons trail by 4. They've got to close out better.
4-point lead, 95-91. Mavericks with the lead in overtime. 3:20 to go. Here's Mitchell. He'll drive it down. Kicks it back to Brown. Mitchell, dribble penetrates, finds a seam, puts it up and in. Nice job by DJ Mitchell.
DJ now with a career-high 30.
95-93, a 2-point lead for the Mavericks.
When will the Dragon defense step up? Right there.
Foul's going to be called. It's going to work against the Northwest Kansas Tech. Hardy will pick up his personal. That'll be his second. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Down by 2, 95-93, with 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. 2:59 to be exact. We're in overtime.
Hardy just threw the elbow out, knocked down Saquon Singleton. Easy call to make.
Ball on the outside. Here's Mitchell. They'll weave it. Over to Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown finds the seam, goes in, puts it up, and misses it. Rebound cleared underneath by Brown. That's Peerless Brown. And it'll be Maverick basketball with a 2-point lead.
Right now, Brown worried too much about contact and didn't finish strong.
Ball on the outside. They'll elect to burn a little time here. It's Kennedy with the basketball. They'll come over and set the ball screen. They'll slide off it. But Hutch with the steal. Here comes Baker. Baker will bring it down. He'll go in, lay it up, and score it. Baker comes in with the big steal. Baker coming up big in this overtime period with 2 baskets. We're tied at 95.
17 in the game for Baker. He hit the game tire. Now 2 big field goals to knot it up here in OT.
Kennedy takes it outside. Hardy over to Warren. Got to have a hand in his face. He'll kick it back on the outer perimeter. Here's Peerless Brown over the right side. Gets past Tyler Brown, and Tyler Brown just picked up his 5th personal.
He'll foul out with 1:54 to go in overtime, and it'll be 2 free throws for Keyshawn Kennedy. Again, Northwest Tech, not a great free throw shooting team for the season, just 59.9%. You kind of hope that rears its ugly head. Finally, the table lets everybody know that Tyler Brown has fouled out of the game.
Brown will foul out. They had on their video board that it was a foul out, though, so long before that. But they're getting, like you said, the table a little late telling everybody that he fouled out, so he was checked out of the contest. And Ocone will come in.
Brown fouls out with 18 points.
95-95, all tied up. Here's the free throw up and missing by Kennedy. Kennedy will shoot another one.
Dragons need to get a box out. Inside rebounding position to Singleton and Queth.
Kennedy trying to break the tie, and he does. 96-95. Mavericks by 1 with 1:54 to go in this overtime period.
C.J. Rosser returns to the game to replace Keyshawn Kennedy for Northwest Tech.
Up comes Baker. Baker for Hutchison. Left side throws the ball away. Bad pass. Here we go down the other way. Brown will score it. It's a 3-point lead now as Peerless Brown jumped the route and scored the basket to make it 98-95.
That was just the 10th turnover of the game, but how costly was it? Now a 3-point deficit by Hutchinson.
98-95, 1:36 remaining to go in the contest. Mavericks with the lead. Tyler Brown comes back into the contest.
I'm not sure the Dragons are aware that he fouled out. They say he only has 4.
Okay.
So
we'll take that.
We will.
Yeah, puts the basketball. Here comes Mitchell. He'll drive down, and a blocking foul call. They're going to whistle this on Mormat.
Mormat was in the restricted area. That's an automatic call.
Yeah, sure is.
And he's fouled out of the game.
And he will foul out of the contest.
He does.
98-95. The lead is 3 for the Mavericks with 1:31 to go. So he will foul out of the contest. All his points came in this first half of play. 9 points in the first half of play is all the points that he has. At the line will DJ Mitchell.
What he did in the second half, he just took up room and created opportunities for other people to get offensive rebounds.
Free throws up and good by Mitchell.
31 for DJ, 3 here in overtime.
He'll shoot the second one. He missed the second one. Ball tipped away, grabbed by the Mavericks, and it's a 2-point ball game. 98-96. Northwest Kansas Tech. 1:22 to go.
Dragons have to have a stop.
Ball on the outside, Warren. Head fakes. Ball on the outer perimeter. Dribble penetration off the foot of a Maverick, but they run it down in the corner. Ball comes out to Hardy. Hardy will take it in with offensive foul called.
Illegal screen called.
Sure is, and that is going to be Richardson's fifth. You betcha. He's out of here as well. And so with the illegal pick, it'll be Hutchison basketball with 1:04 to go, down by 2.
So Northwest Tech has fouled out the 6'9" Mormant and the 6'8" Richardson.
Richardson finishes the night with 6 points. And coming into the ball game will be Justin Berry out of Broomfield, Colorado. He'll check in.
First time tonight.
98-96, the feet down low to underneath the Singleton. He'll lay it up and score it. We're tied at 98. Singleton with the basket.
Nice feed by Majak.
98-98 all. Let's see what Hutchison could do here. We're inside of a minute in this overtime period. 49 seconds to be exact. Rosser near steal. Warren will shoot it up and hit another three. He has hit 3 threes in this overtime period, and he is burning the Dragons. DJ Mitchell took a chance trying to jump the route, and when he did that, it gave Warren enough of an open to knock it down. It's 101-98. Mavericks with the lead. It'll be Hutchison basketball with 43 seconds to go after return after this 30-second timeout.
Because you've always wanted a hot tub, Pools Plus and American Whirlpool have made it easy. Join us at the Wichita Home Show, February 6th through the 9th. Pools Plus offers hot tubs in many shapes and sizes. From smaller models up to large swim spas, you are sure to find a hot tub that fits into your life. Come check out the savings at the Wichita Home Show at Century 2, February 6th through the 9th. Same great deals going on in store at Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Boy, Reese Warren, red hot. He's out of sophomore out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. He has knocked down 5 trays in the ball game, and 3 of them have came in this overtime period. And he gives his Mavericks a 101-98 lead with 43 seconds remaining to go in the ball game, Steve.
Glenn, there are just some nights the ball's going to go in. I think for Northwest Tech, it's tonight. They're 4 out of 5 from the field in overtime. 3 of 3 from three-point range, all from Warren. The Blue Dragons are 4 out of 6 from the field here in overtime. Still plenty of time to go, 43 seconds to go. Northwest Tech has no timeouts left. Hutchinson has 2.
All right, Hutch will have the basketball. But Tyler Brown's still in there. We had him down for 5. Just as slick as can be, but whatever. He's still there. Mitchell will bring the ball up on the dribble, hands it off to Baker. Baker to Singleton. Singleton bounce pass to Queth. Queth backs in the lane. He'll bang it down low. Shot up and no good, but a foul called. And it will be Queth going to the line. Barry picks up the first. He just checked in the contest. That's his first. And at the line will be Queth to shoot the free throw. Queth's free throw shot is up and not no good. He'll shoot a second one. 30.5 seconds remaining.
Blue Dragons now 21 of 32 from the free throw line.
Kennedy will come in for Hardy.
In a way, that's good for Hutchinson. I think Hardy's...
He might have been hurt.
Yeah, he's holding his shoulder. Jacques needs this one.
Oh. Free throw toss. Gets set. Gets it up and on his way, and he gets it. Queth. 1 of 2.
Steve Beck will take a 30.
Keep it here, 101-99. 30 seconds, 30.5 to go. A 2-point ball game. Now it's a situation to where you can't just let them drive down the time. You got to send them to the line and pick who you're going to foul. It's a 2-point ball game. go for the steal first. No doubt about that, and see what you can come up with.
Go for the steal. Try for a 10 count, depending on the press you put on. Northwest Tech 20 of 30 from the line tonight.
Just checking Hardy's shoulder over there. You're so correct. They're trying to stretch it a little bit. Hutchison trying to get it done here in the overtime. They got a little magic right at the end of overtime with the Baker basket at the buzzer to send it into OT. But Hutchison struggled a little bit in this overtime period. Down right now by 2 with the basketball. Full court pressure being put on by Hutchison. Here comes Kennedy to inbound. Trying to get it into Barry. Finally gets it into Warren. Back over to Kennedy, and that's who you want to foul. As Kennedy shooting 56% from the field, although he's done better tonight.
Warren was a 71% free throw shooter, so by the numbers, Kennedy is the man you foul in this situation. Kennedy so far tonight in this one, 6 out of 8 from the line. And it will be 2 shots. Dragons definitely need a miss on one to keep it at a one-possession game.
Clarence King checks into the lineup. At the line will be Kennedy, trying to give his team a 3-point lead. Free throw toss is up and off, no good. He'll shoot a second one.
Dragons need to get a box out now. Again, Queth and Singleton on the inside blocks. Dragons got to make sure that they get a body on the shooter as well.
Tyler Brown back in the ball game. Be he and Baker and DJ Mitchell, 3 capable 3-point shooters out there. Free throw toss is good. So it's up 102-99. The lead is 3. 26 seconds to go in the contest.
Don't necessarily need a 3 right here.
Here's a Baker basket and in one.
Uh-oh. They're gonna wave the basket off on basket interference. It'll be 2 shots for Baker, but Saquon Singleton grabbed the rim with the ball inside the rim, which negates the basket.
It would have been a 3-point play possibility. 102-99. Baker will shoot 2 free throws. Baker took it that left side, got it up and in the end one, I thought. But they waved the basket off. Free throw toss off, no good.
Third crucial miss of overtime from the line.
21.7 to go. 21.7 to go. Here comes Baker's toss. He got 1 of the 2 down. 102-100. And a quick foul is going to be called. It'll send the Mavericks to the line.
C.J. Rosberg at the line, a 50% free throw shooter. But he's 4 of 4 from the stripe tonight. DJ Mitchell commits his second foul. What a horrible break for Hutchinson.
Baker had taken it on the left side. The basket went, but they called basket interference on Saquon Singleton. Wave off the basket. Free throw toss up here is good. And that makes it really tough. 103-100.
13 for Rosser.
Rosser will shoot a second one here with 20 seconds to go. Free throw toss is up. This one's good. 104-100. Hutchinson will bring it up quickly. 17 seconds. Still chance. The drive inside. Baker basket. Good in the end one. So this time it's not interfered with. And Baker will go to the line. 104-100 right now. They have there. They put it up. 104-102. Baker's basket is good.
Peerless Brown becomes the third Maverick to foul out.
104-102 with 14 seconds to go. So if Baker hits this one, you're going to have another quick foul. And try to give yourself as much time as you can to have the opportunity.
Baker with 7 points in the overtime session.
Free throws off.
Misses the second.
Queth has the basketball, but then loses it. Coming up with it will be the Mavericks. And a foul call quickly in the backcourt with 10 seconds to go. Queth had an opportunity, but did not get to the basketball in time. And now we'll walk down. DJ Mitchell just picked up his third.
The Jock went up just one-handed. He needed to go up two and secure the ball. I think he was trying to go for a tip.
And now we'll come down, and it'll be at the line. It'll be Yanni to shoot the free throw. Free throw toss is up and off. It's no good.
He's 58% from the line.
Still with his opportunity.
Still breathing.
104-102. A timeout's going to be taken. We'll get a break in as well. 104-102. Mavericks with the lead. One more free throw coming for the Mavericks, and then 10 seconds remain to go in the ball game. We'll be back in a half minute.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Burton Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Welcome back to Goodland, Kansas. We're in the Max Jones Fieldhouse, and we're in overtime, and it's 104-102. Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech on top of Hutchison, 104-102 with 10 seconds to go. Yana has one more shot to shoot. Even if he hits it, Hutchison still with an opportunity to send it into a second overtime. If you get a miss here, Dutch is going to have to move and move quickly.
First, get the box out.
Yep.
It'll be Queth and Singleton back on the low blocks. Nobody on Saquon's side.
One coming right now. One free throw coming for Yana. Free throw toss is up and good. 105-102. Hutch needs a three.
Let's see if Northwest Tech fouls here.
Outside with the basketball. They'll hold up. Here's Baker. Baker holds up. Has to shoot the three. He will. Rims off, no good. It goes to the corner. Mitchell gets it off, and it's too late. And the biggest win of Coach Padina's career has just happened. 105-102 over the Blue Dragons.
The first ever win for Northwest Tech over Hutchinson in 7 drives.
105-102 in overtime. The game winner with the free throw that was made by Yana. We will take a 2-minute timeout, add up all the numbers. 105-102. Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech with the win. We'll be back in 2 minutes.